2/3 of an innings pitch for the most. Nola has gone at least 5 innings in all 9 starts and allowed 3 earned runs or fewer in 8 of those 9 games. Number 2, Bryce Harper is hitting .308 with a 1044 OPS. He scored 22 runs and he has 31 walks during his 27-game on-base streak. That is tied for the longest of his career. He also did that back in 2017. Number 3, Cal Raleigh has reached base safely in each of his last 8 games. He's hitting .333, 5 runs scored, 5 home runs, including 3 last night. 8 runs batted in, and 7 walks to just 4 strikeouts, and his on-base percentage in that time is .500. So he is heating up for the Mariners. And speaking of Raleigh, with his 3 home runs last night, he becomes just the second player to ever homer 3 times in a game here at T-Mobile Park. He's the first Mariner to do it. The only other player was Victor Martinez way back in 2004, and he did it for Cleveland. How about that? All right, we're going to take another quick break here on the show. When we come back, Scott Fransky's conversation with the manager, Don Mattingly. That's coming up next right here on the Phillies Radio Network.
The Score Bet is an official sports betting partner of your Philadelphia Phillies. Whether you're backing the Phillies money line or getting in on the latest promos in the app, the Score Bet is your home for betting baseball this season. More action, more rewards, more for you. Right now, new players can get their first bet insured up to $1,000 in bonus bets. Download the Score Bet app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Summer is back in Phillies Nation, which means it's time to get your yard ready for the season. Cookouts, backyard catch, friends and family together. Your lawn is the backdrop to it all. So this season, get your lawn ready with Pennington and keep it strong all year long. As a proud partner of the Phillies grounds crew, Pennington is all about thick, durable grass, built for life's big and small moments. Pennington Grass Seed, available at the Home Depot.
250 years have gone into building this great nation. Iron, brick, and stone forming its foundations. Wires carrying the lifeblood of electricity. And pipes delivering the water to our cities. Behold the strength and scale of American infrastructure. But it only takes a minute for some uninformed homeowner with a shovel to shut it all down. Electricity off. Running water non-existent. And its sewage ain't going nowhere now. Gee, thanks, Bill. Know what's below. And contact PA1 Call before you dig. Visit PA1Call.org.
Can you hear that? It's the gentle waves meeting the sugar white sand in St. Pete, Clearwater. And if you listen closely, you'll hear the wows from world-renowned museums, the mms from Michelin-recognized restaurants, and the ahs that come with record-breaking sunshine. Plan your trip to St. Pete, Clearwater, the official Florida beaches of Philadelphia Phillies. And call it your best hit of the season. Start planning at visitspc.com.
Welcome back to Phillies on Deck, presented by the Score Bet on this Tuesday night from Seattle as the Phillies try to start a new win streak tonight after seeing the 9-gamer come to an end last night. Obviously, Don Mattingly, a tough night for Zach Wheeler on the mound. What do you see going on with your big right-hander right now?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a pitching guy, but I do have to answer the questions. For me, it doesn't seem major. The stuff still seems good. It looks just like it, for the most part, it's looked all year long. Outside of the Miami game, he's just not getting in good counts. He's walking people. And then, we're talking about him not going deep in games. So it's hard to go to deep into games when you're walking people, you're throwing a bunch of pitches. I feel like he's off a tick mechanically. As a hitter, guys just get off a little. And I think it's a little. Pete Rose told me one time, he goes, when you're not hitting, he goes, you feel like you're a mile off, you're an inch off. And I feel like that's the same thing with Zach.
Obviously, they're digging into everything. Even JT talked about digging into maybe tipping, whether it's Zach or whether it's something JT's doing. I know that's something that is kind of a constant process for a club, right?
It is nowadays. Yeah, your video guys are looking at, catcher setups. Is it too early? Are you doing a certain thing with the glove? From picking them up off the catcher thing, the pitcher's the same. Is his glove starting lower on a breaking ball? Is it a little bit higher? As he turn his head? I mean, there's so much stuff, and the video is so good that you have to constantly be on top of it.
You could describe Tulsa as a big, small town or a small, big city?
Tulsa is a very mixed city of arts and film and sports. I mean, it's a true melting pot of all kinds of things.
Professional baseball in Tulsa, it's actually older than the state of Oklahoma.
It's nice to play in front of, fans that you see on a daily basis.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
What is something that you snack on that you don't worry about?
I love Uncrustables. I could eat like 10 of them in one sitting.
And no regard for his body? I don't even wait till I thaw out.
Hey, put them in a toaster next time. And toast it, yep. It'll change your life.
Yeah, just an incredible play by Riley Green. You're an all-star on the field and off, bro.
I appreciate it.
Hey,
thank you.
Riley Green, bro, food genius.
Up next was Andrew Jones. The 10-time Gold Glove winner became a force at the core of the Braves dynasty at just 19 years old. Taking his place as the first Hall of Famer from Curaçao, Jones delivered a love letter to his island.
I feel like a rookie today, surrounded by all these amazing Hall of Famers behind me. There's no easy way to get here from the small island of Curaçao, but today Cooperstown and Curaçao are forever joining together. My biggest fan, Carmen Jones. Thank you for being an amazing mom and raising me the right way. Nobody in the Braves organization had a bigger impact on me than manager Bobby Cox. Bobby had confidence in me and helped me become the best player I could have been. It didn't matter if we were in Chicago, New York, or LA, or whatever we win, you guys supported us. It's an honor to have a Braves hat on my plaque. Thank you, Braves country. There's no better feeling than being here today at Cooperstown.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Advantage with the ABS.
Bryson Stott, Alec Boehm, both back in your lineup tonight. I guess they're doing all right. I know they're kind of nursing some things. I know everybody is at this time of year, but obviously didn't look like they were moving great last night.
Yeah, Bryson we feel good about as long as he doesn't hit another ball off that foot. That'd be the main thing. Boehmer is nursing the groin and hamstring area, so with him, he's the one that we have to be careful with. We were a little nervous last night. His last at bat, he extended for the bag, but he came back good today.
All right, very good. Don, appreciate the time and good luck tonight.
All right, Scott.
Don Mattingly joining us here on the show. We'll take time out. Have more for you coming up right after this.
At Trex, we believe the deck is meant to be enjoyed with the people that matter most, not sanded, stained, and sealed. And you can feel good knowing that Trex's high-performing, low-maintenance decking is made from 95% recycled and reclaimed content and comes backed by 25, 35, and 50-year limited warranties. Right outside your door, there's a lifetime of memories waiting to be made. At Trex, we see it too. Visit your Trex experts at 80 Moyer Lumber in Gilbertsville, Pottstown, Bethlehem, and Kutztown. On the web at 80moyer.com.
Just like our Phillies, small business owners need a strong team behind them. Philadelphia Insurance Company's business owners policy is built to protect your small business. Phillies BOP coverage handles risk so businesses can continue swinging for success. Talk with your insurance agent and learn why Philadelphia Insurance is the trusted teammate that keeps you in the game. Learn more at PhillyBOP.com, PHLYBOP.com. Philadelphia Insurance Companies, proud partner of the Phillies and the new sponsor of the Philadelphia Insurance Club at Citizens Bank Park.
It's coming right at us. I got it. I got it.
You don't got it.
Yeah, but I almost had it.
You didn't almost have it. You might not be good at catching foul balls, but with SeatGeek's Deal Score, you can get the best deals on the best seats.
Okay, this one's all me.
SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of the Philadelphia Phillies. Be good at MLB seats with SeatGeek.
Whether it's in stadium, on the road, or at home, let's work together to stop the steal. Vehicle crime is going down in Philadelphia. Let's keep the momentum going. A thief can act in seconds. Unlocked cars or distracted drivers are easy targets. And stolen cars are often used to commit other crimes that bring danger to our communities. Protect yourself and your neighbors. Be aware of your surroundings. Lock your car, take your keys every time. Brought to you by the Pennsylvania Auto Theft Prevention Authority. Go Phils.
Welcome back to Phillies on Deck. Your injury report is brought to you by NovaCare Rehabilitation.
How can you go from a...
You heard Scott and Don talking about a couple of guys just banged up, but nobody banged up enough.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Bouncer to first. Bacher slipped and fell on the mound. He just fell.
He just slipped.
Elise, is that you?
Oh, I didn't go to journalism school for nothing.
Oh, man. That guy's all right. You got a baseball. He's got a headache.
Twins game at 1:10, wedding at 4:30.
Miles fouls the ball, loses the bat. It's caught in the on-deck circle by Alex Call.
Miles will get him for high chart.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
I remember the first series I had, the first home run I hit was a grand slam against Seattle, which was the team that I had played for the year before. As we know, Cleveland can get a little cold, so I would wear the dark blue long sleeves. And for some reason, this jersey, I always liked my jersey a little longer. The reasons for it, for a little padding, so when I would slide, I wouldn't get all patched up and roughed up.
From T-Mobile Park in Seattle, Washington, tonight it's game number 2 of this 3-game series as the Philadelphia Phillies look to get back in the win column when they take on the American League's Seattle Mariners. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a beautiful night for baseball here in the Pacific Northwest, and thanks for staying up late with us for some West Coast baseball tonight. Scott Fransky with you, alongside Kevin Night Stalker, and our engineer with us in the booth, Lloyd Glazer. More on that later. The Phillies will send Aaron Nola to the mound tonight. He'll be matched up against veteran right-hander George Kirby. These two pitchers, pretty steady presences in their rotations over the last few years. But Nola, who got off to a terrible start after a bad year last year, starting to trend in the right direction. And George Kirby might be going the other direction for the Mariners with his most recent starts. The Phillies, of course, had their 9-game win streak snapped last night. They'll try to start a new one tonight. Lineup card exchange just getting underway at home plate. We'll get to that starting lineup. And the first pitch of tonight's ballgame. It's game number 133 on the season. And we'll have it for you next here on the Phillies Radio Network.
Ever tried pork tenderloin on the grill? Yeah, it's a game changer. This summer, surprise everyone at the cookout with Hatfield marinated pork tenderloins. Juicy, flavor-packed, and made for the grill. It's the easy way to bring something new to the table. No prep, just great taste every time. From first flip to last bite, Hatfield makes grilling simple. Find recipes and a store near you at simplyhatfield.com. Hatfield, good call.
Hi, it's Scott Fransky. Philadelphia weather is relentless. The ice, the snow, the summer humidity. Your home's exterior can take a beating. What if your siding was made to stand strong through it all? Hardy fiber cement siding is engineered for our climate. It resists cracking in the freezing cold and won't swell in the summer heat.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
With our highly trained staff located on the corner of 8th and Chestnut. Proud partners of the Philadelphia Phillies. Golden Nugget Jewelers, where Philly gets engaged.
It's game time, and you're heading to Citizens Bank Park to catch your Fightin' Phils, but you want the great taste of a Campos cheesesteak. That's easy. Make sure you visit Campos on Ashburn Alley. Whether you want a traditional cheesesteak or kick it up a notch with their signature sandwich, The Heater, you can get the same award-winning steaks that you'll find at their 214 Market Street location in Old City. For the best cheesesteak in Philly, visit Campos in Ashburn Alley. Campos at 214 Market Street and CamposDeli.com. Philadelphia's cheesesteak since 1947.
Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you, as always, by Xfinity. Get reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that. For Don Mattingly and the Phillies, it'll be Kyle Schwarber to lead things off. He is the designated hitter. Trey Turner bats second at shortstop. Hitting third, the right fielder is Bryce Harper. And Luis Ariz in the cleanup spot. He'll play second base. Batting fifth at first base, Alec Bohm. Bryson Stott at third. He'll bat fifth. Batting sixth, the batting seventh, the left fielder is Brandon Marsh. Justin Crawford is going to hit eighth for the Phillies and play center field. Garrett Stubbs doing the catching. He'll bat ninth. So again, it's Schwarber, Turner, Harper, Ariz, Bohm, Stott, Marsh, Crawford, and Stubbs. And on the mound for the Phillies tonight will be right-hander Aaron Nola. Here's the lineup that he faces. Randy Arozarena in left field will lead off. Batting second, the right fielder is Dominic Canzone. Julio Rodriguez in center field will bat third, and Josh Naylor at first base batting in the cleanup spot. Cal Raleigh, after his big night last night, moves up to the number 5 spot. He'll do the catching. Batting sixth at second base, it's Cole Young. Taylor Ward, the designated hitter, he'll bat seventh. J.P. Crawford playing third base and batting eighth. Just got activated off the injured list. And Brock Rodden, the shortstop, will hit ninth. So again, Arozarena, Canzone, Rodriguez, Naylor, Raleigh, Young, Ward, Crawford, and Rodden. And on the mound, it's right-hander George Kirby, the 28-year-old from Rye, New York.
Let's hit the SEPTA starting pitcher scan report on Kirby. 6'4", 215 pounds, so he has some size to him. 4.18 ERA. That's in 24 starts. Now, he was rocked the last start out. Had a real tough first inning, gave up a bunch of hits. He's got 7 pitches now. He used to have 4, so he's added some stuff to the repertoire to kind of help a little bit. Doesn't throw it very often. It's a sweeper, 4-seam, sink, and knuckle curveball. Those 4 anchor everything. Little change, cut, and split. Probably won't see a lot of it. The sweeper, best overall pitch. Command and control is his best overall quality, which lately hasn't been his best either. Now, he loves to load the zone early and often. He really prioritizes getting ahead. This is brought to you by SEPTA. SEPTA brings us all together.
He's had some real ups and downs. His recent outings, his game logs, it's kind of all or nothing for George Kirby here of late. Kyle Schwarber lead off against him. We'll see if the Phils can fare a little better tonight now that they've settled into this West Coast trip. George Kirby's first pitch on the way, and it's swung on and missed. And we're underway right on time at 6:42 Pacific. It's a beautiful night here in Seattle. 78 degrees, clear skies, roof retractable and wide open. The pitch swung on and missed. And it's 0-2. You're going to get pitches in the zone, generally speaking, when George Kirby pitches. He doesn't walk many guys. Schwarber quickly down to the count, 0-2. He was 0 for 3 with a walk last night. Kirby into the wide and the 0-2 pitch. And there's a breaking ball that misses down and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Schwarber walked leading off the game last night. Against Logan Gilbert, ended up scoring a run in the first, and that's about where the good times ended for the Phillies in their quest for a 10th straight win. Kirby, the wide and the 1-2. Breaking ball, that's a little high. Plate umpire tonight is Brian Walsh. Chad Fairchild at first. Bill Miller, the crew chief, out at second. And Chad Whitson is over at third base. Kirby, the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Fastballs just kept blowing them by him.
Let's hit the keys to the game real quick. Last night, Mariners had a bunch of home runs. We saw that, so Aaron needs to keep the ball in the ballpark. And if you get on it, the field guys can get on. Be aggressive on base. I think it disrupts Kirby quite a bit. He doesn't like the pressure of that. Get on there and make something happen. This is brought by James Hardy. Hardy Siding is America's #1 brand of siding.
Here is Trey Turner, and Turner a check swing on a high pitch. He went around, says the first base umpire, and he's quickly down to the count, 0-1. Turner enters the game a .243 hitter, and he has hit the skids once again at the plate. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Turner over his last 12 games hitting .167. He has 2 doubles in that time. And just 2 runs batted in. The windup in the 0-2. Fouled back.
Fastball's got some giddy up on it. Now that last fastball was 99 miles an hour, so he can rear back and let it go. To be honest with you, Trey did foul that off, but the other 2 pitches look late.
0-2 the count. Kirby delivers. And a breaking ball, swing and a miss. Turner, who struck out 2 times in his 4 at-bats last night, adds 1 to start tonight. Back-to-back strikeouts for Kirby, and the strikeout numbers are down this year overall for George Kirby. So here comes Bryce Harper. 2 outs, nobody on as Harper bats in the first. Harper with a 27-game on-base streak, the longest currently in baseball. The pitch, and he takes. That's up high. And that 27-game on-base streak is tied for the longest of his major league career. Kirby, who wears the number 68 on the back of his home white uniform for the Mariners. Here's a single into right center, and that is a 28-game on-base streak for Bryce Harper. And maybe he should lead off.
I don't think, I mean, if you say that too loud, you'll start getting people, because there's been some talk about that.
Well,
certainly.
What's the problem? I mean,
he doesn't want
has a
to.
500 on base percentage.
He doesn't want to. I mean, I hear you.
Here is Luis Arraez. With 2 outs and a man at first base. They're in at the corners, and the pitch to Arraez swung on, hit well, right field. Going back on a Canzone to the track in front of the wall. He jumps, and he makes the catch. I don't think he robbed him of a home run, but he makes a nice catch nevertheless. Right near the top of that right field wall. No runs on a hit, 1 left. We'll go to the bottom of the first. It's the Phils 0 and the Mariners coming up.
You can feel the excitement of Phillies baseball at Citizens Bank Park. The energy on the field, the passion in the stands, and the heartbeat of a city.
Marsh comes in, makes the catch. He plucks it right off the top of the grass. And diving catch, Reynolds. Speared by Bradley.
What a catch by Tom.
Wow, what a grab. Willie Mays style. Valteri will come in, slide, and make the catch. Oh, man.
Oh, diving stop by Bregman. Throw to first in time.
Nico in time. Sensational. He made the catch. Wow, he caught it. What a play.
Makes a terrific catch right in front of the garage door.
And a leaping grab there by Lars Nootbaar up against the Green Monsters.
Great pick by Stewart. He can play some defense too.
Diving into a catch is Barry Cotto. He made the catch. Oh, what a play. He climbed the wall.
Diving stop, Jimenez back to his feet and on to first in time.
Neto, another diving stop. His throw to first. He robs Alvarez. A diving play by Masayo, and he gets the out at the bat. Wonderful grab.
What a catch by McCarthy.
You know what happened in 2004.
In August, 5 pitches, knuckle curveball, 4-seam, sink, change, and cut. Last 4 starts, though, the knuckle curveball and changeup have been excellent, and more changeup usage, which has really worked for him. This is brought to you by SEPTA. SEPTA brings us all together.
Randy Arozarena goes after the first pitch, lines it towards the gap in right center. Harper on the run is going to get there and make the catch. Still on the grass. Just before the warning track in front of the 380 sign. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Scott, I don't know. You might have to help me today. I'm having a hard time seeing Bryce Harper out there in right field with those bright orange construction.
You can't see him, huh?
When he turns and runs, the bottom of his cleats are bright orange. That's all you see are feet.
Here's Dominic Canzone. Canzone, the right fielder, 256 hitter. Nola working in short sleeves as usual. Making his 27th start, delivers a called strike. He's on a good run right now, and the Phillies certainly need him. Struggles for Zach Wheeler. Big time last night, the series opener. Here's the 0-1. And a swing and a dribbler. This one's foul behind the plate. And it's 0-2. Phillies enter the night 3.5 games behind the Atlanta Braves. In the National League East, Braves hosting the Dodgers this week. Just took a 4-3 lead in the bottom of the 8th. So they'll take a lead to the 9th. The 0-2 breaking ball, and that's low. As for the Mariners, they are 3 back of the Rangers in the West. Texas got to 500 last night with a win over the White Sox. They're trailing tonight big in the 6th inning, which would push them back to a game under. Here's the windup in the 1-2 pitch. Curveball again, and it's down low. Canzone won't chase. So 2-2 to count. No score, bottom of the 1st. Nola with a windup and the 2-2. And that one is down low. Nola, who of course has had all kinds of trouble with the long ball, doesn't want to walk folks. The 3-2 pitch, breaking ball, and it's pulled foul over on the first base side. Canzone with 19 home runs this season, a new career high for him. Nola nodding yes, working with Garrett Stubbs again behind the plate, doing the catching for him. 3-2 on the way. And that one is inside. Ball 4. He went with a fastball, but missed with it. And so it's a walk with 1 out for Canzone. After being down in the count, 0-2. Got to put a man aboard for Julio Rodriguez, who had a first inning home run last night, his 20th of the year. Phillies at double play depth with Turner in a step at short. Stott back at third. Arise a step towards the middle at second. First pitch curveball misses outside. Nola, only his third lifetime start against the Mariners and the first time since May of 2022 against the Mariners. 1-0 pitch. Down and away. Quite a bit of change in between.
Yeah. You know, we do tend to get a little bit older each year.
Case of the OLDs.
The OLDs.
2 balls, no strikes on Rodriguez. And the pitch. And that one missed outside. 3 balls and no strikes. Try to cut her there. And Julio Rodriguez not chasing it, so not a good spot to be in. Outfielders. Crawford, the center fielder, playing slightly to pull the 3-0, and he takes that one for a strike. Marsh straight away and left, not playing all that deep. Three balls, 1 strike. The stretch. Here's the pitch. And that curve is in for a strike at the knees. Good pitch. And the count is full, 3-2.
Aaron, in my mind, has kind of reinvented himself over the last couple of months in the way that he approaches the game. What I mean by that, it seems that his mix every game is a little bit different.
3-2. Here's the payoff. Swing and a bouncer, foul, third base side.
He attacks hitters one way, one game, and then all of a sudden the next game is like, all right, these are the type of hitters that I have, so let's change how we do our pitch mix a little bit. And he's discovered some things. Now, some of the things, that, for example, that he's done, he still has the knuckle curveball, but the changeup, for example, that usage has really jumped over the last 4 starts, especially to lefties.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the payoff again. Swinging a little floater towards short. It'll be caught by Turner. Hit it off the end of the bat and did not hit it hard. And that's an easy play for out number 2. But I guess you look back, Miami is an aggressive ball club. They like to swing early and often, and probably mixing in more changeups plays into some of that aggressiveness.
100%. 3-1 counts, more curveballs. You see doing some of that.
Here's Josh Naylor, who had a nice night at the plate last night, went 3 for 4. And the first pitch to the left-hand batter, swing and a miss. Not a lot of guys in this lineup have much history against Nola. Naylor 1 for 7 lifetime. Victor Robles, the former National, is on their bench. He has the most at-bats in his career against Nola. Stott well off the line, about 30 feet off the line at third base and back. The 0-1 runner is going. The pitch is taken for a strike, though, to second. He is safe at second base. It was close. A one-hop throw, the tag by Turner. But it did appear that Canzone got his foot in under that tag. And it's only his second stolen base of the season.
A really good pitch for Garrett to throw on here. Just short hops a little bit. It still would have been close. Now keep in mind with Stubby back there, Stubbs, best pop time in baseball. He passed JT now slightly. And he's the quickest.
Well, he had come into the game with a 36% caught stealing rate. Pretty remarkable. Runner in scoring position, 2 down, and an 0-2 count on Naylor. The stretch by Nola. And the pitch. Curveball, fouled it off. Josh Naylor's been getting hot. He's had a much better second half than first. His average for the year is up to 271. Still with 10 home runs. He hit 20 last year. Only at half that here in late August. The 0-2 again. Swing and a miss. He got him. Curveball put him away, and there's the first strikeout of the game for Aaron Nola. No runs, no hits, a walk and a man left after 1 complete. There's no score.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Ratliff, Engineering Director at Nissan. You know, some things are important to hear from an expert, not a voice actor. For instance, the Nissan Frontier.
I'm
I'm going to throw out a restaurant, kitchen term to you, and then hit me with the baseball one. I'll start first.
Okay.
Mise en place.
Oh, mise en place. That is, as the chef, you put all your different ingredients out, kind of before you start cooking, right?
You got it, man. Yeah. That's the most important
That's a tough one. I hear this one a lot because of my name, can of corn.
Easy fly ball.
This is a good one right here. The Padres. Little pinstripe unis. We would wear these every Thursday. When I kept it, I wanted to keep it all dirty. I always felt like if you didn't get dirty in a baseball game, you kind of didn't really play that day. So I had my pine tar there, a little dirt in the front side of it, but the brown and orange, really cool cleats. All the fans really enjoyed it as much as the players did.
Biggest thing we're bringing is a brand new Tony Gwynn drop I did with his estate. So we just signed a deal at therealist.com to actually go through his entire archives, present them, and auction them off. And to announce it, we did this limited edition 1994 The Lost Season card. Because, you know, between August of 93 and May of 95, Tony Gwynn batted .406 in 162 games. So in the back, we have the stats of what could have been.
Skeens pitching on 7 days rest now. They're trying to give him a little bit of a breather. Tough year. King, steady Eddie for the Padres. He leads the staff in innings pitched. Should be a pretty good battle. That's brought to you by Meineke. Brakes, tires, batteries, and complete auto care by trusted experts at your locally owned and operated Meineke. Meineke, doing car care right.
Alec Bohm leading off for the Phillies here in the top of the second inning. There's no score. George Kirby delivers, and the first pitch is a fastball that misses outside for ball one. Bohm, Stott, and Marsh due up here. Alec went 0 for 4 last night. And the pitch. Swing and a foul back into the screen. Braves have won. They beat the Dodgers 4-3 tonight in Atlanta. So the Phillies will need a win to keep pace as the Braves win the first game of that series. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a bouncing ball to short. Easy play for Brock Rodden. And he'll throw out Bohm, who is jogging down the line. They're most concerned about Alec Bohm still. They thought last night he probably was not going to play today, but they did a lot of strength testing on his groin and hamstring, and he checked out fine. It's those squibbers like he hit last night late that he tried to beat out for a base hit. It's going to aggravate it. That and stretching for an errant throw at first base. Here's Bryson Stott, and the pitch. That's taken. It's a strike on the inside corner.
Baseball players, like most athletes at this level, when you smell a hit, maybe it's
hard to turn it off.
You just can't turn it off. Nope.
0-1 the count and the pitch. Stott swings and fouls it back, and it's 0-2. As that one back off the catcher Cal Raleigh, who is being given a minute. He said, "I'm good."
Speaking of that, of course, humans can only really smell about 5 feet away. Elephants, 12 miles. True story.
Is that part of your prep today?
I've had that forever. I got all kinds of stuff.
We're less than 5 feet away from your mom's cookies right there. So I can smell those.
Yeah, I see you eyeing those things.
0-2. Swung on and fouled back. Kevin Stocker's parents are here tonight.
They're awesome.
They are awesome.
Yeah.
And your mom smuggled in some homemade cookies. And in her words, as she told me when she pulled them out of the inner pocket of inside her jacket, total contraband. The 0-2, swinging a ground ball towards the middle. That one is going to leak through for a base hit. And that'll be the second hit of the game for the Phillies. We're in a broadcast booth. There's nobody's going to get in trouble here, but she comes to me at a whisper and pulls them out of her inner coat pocket and says, "I brought these in for you guys."
Your eyes got real big real quick. Oh,
no doubt.
I knew I liked you.
No doubt.
She made sure to tell me, too, as she was getting on the elevator, gave me a hug. Hey, I've got 2 cookies for each of you in the booth. Don't think for a minute.
Here is Marsh, and he bloops one towards left. That's going to be a jam shot single down the line. Stott on his way to third base. The throw will go into second. And Brandon Marsh with a base hit. And the Phillies have runners on the corners with 1 out. And Justin Crawford coming up. What is this her, are these just chocolate chips?
Chocolate
straight
chip,
on chocolate
probably, I think yeah, they look like straight on. Her specialties with a little oatmeal, but these don't look like they have that in it.
Great to see your folks here tonight.
My folks have not been to a big league game since I played. So I retired officially in 2002. So it's been a while. My dad was searching for the paper tickets and will call. So I spent a week getting them on their phone.
Here's Crawford. And the pitch. It's taken up and in. J.P. Crawford plays him in on the grass at third base. J.P. Crawford came up as a shortstop with the Phillies and he's played shortstop the better part of his career. At third base here tonight, just coming off the IL. Kirby ready with a 1-0, and it's swung on, ripped into center, and Justin Crawford delivers the game's first run. An RBI single to center as Stott will score. That's 3 straight hits for the Phillies, and it's 1-0 Philadelphia.
It's good to see the Thunder right now coming from the bottom of the lineup. And it's singles. So far there's been 4 single off them, but you want to string them together. That's been part of the success through August, along with the walks and the less strikeouts.
Certainly stealing bases has not been part of the formula. Phillies are just not running at all right now. Garrett Stubbs looking back at the plate umpire, doesn't leave the box, and the clock never stops. First pitch is down low for ball 1. I'm not sure what Garrett was looking at, but almost like he thought somebody was going to stop the clock there. But Crawford in by the cutout at third base, stays a little bit back. Garrett, of course, likes to bunt. The pitch is a breaking ball. That's down low. And it's 2-1. Garrett coming off his best game. He had 2 hits in his last start. Drove in a run with an infield hit. Happened with the bases loaded. 2 balls, no strikes. Kirby looks back at second. Here's the pitch. Swung on, chopped towards third, backing up. J.P. Crawford fields it, but he does so in foul territory. Had he play, though, he was backing up, ready to field it. Made sure he put a foot on the bag just in case it was fair, and be quick to get the force out there. Outfield shaded the other way against Stubbs. He does not have a home run this season. Kirby ready with the pitch. Swung on, hit high in the air, shallow left. Going out is Rodden. Coming on is Arozarena. And the left fielder makes the call and the catch. There's out number 2.
Arozarena now out in left field, and he's been good for the Mariners here. There are a few little things, though, or tweaks you have to get used to. For example, there he comes in. He's completely has this ball under control, but fails to tell anybody on his team. He doesn't call it, doesn't put his arms out. That forces his shortstop to do a dead sprint and stand that kind of stuff. Like, doesn't matter if he's there. Call the ball. Let him know. You don't need a collision as an infielder going out.
Well, Brock Rodden has taken down a bull on his ranch in Oklahoma, so Arozarena better watch out. Here's a swing and a little hopper out in front of the plate. It's fielded by Raleigh. Schwarber wasn't really running all that much, but he's going to get thrown out anyways. 2-3 to ground out on a check swing chopper off the front of the plate. And that'll end things for the Phillies here in the second. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's the Phillies 1 and the Mariners nothing.
Hi, this is JT Realmuto from your Philadelphia Phillies. America's Highway.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Here's Garrett Mitchell, and he's 2 for 3 today. 2-1 the count, and that one's in the air to center field pretty deep. Rodriguez going back, he's at the wall, and she is gone! Garrett Mitchell backspins one off the batter's eye.
That could have been the backbreaker right there. Boy, Garrett Mitchell, lefty versus lefty, knocks one out of here. Boy, the Brewers needed that in a big way. Now a 3-run lead, 420 feet to center field on a 2-1 pitch.
Bottle. Secure seats at Phillies.com.
Baseball is a team sport. It's always more fun with friends. Gather your group of 25 or more to receive ticket discounts in select locations for most games and be recognized prior to the game on Fanavision. For more info, visit Phillies.com/group tickets.
Aaron Nola's first pitch on the way to Cal Raleigh, and it's taken inside for ball one. Baseball is also more fun with Mom's chocolate chip cookies in your mouth.
A little hard to read that, wasn't it? By the way, I have confirmed they are straight chocolate chip. Right. There are no oatmeal.
Cal Raleigh, the batter, big night last night, a 3-homer game for the Mariners catcher. Something he had never done before. Pitches outside. 13th Mariner ever with a 3-homer game. And the first one ever to do it in this ballpark. 2 of them off Wheeler, 1 off Chase Sugar. Here's the 2-0 pitch to him. And that is a strike called right on the inside edge. And it's 2-1. 1-0. Phillies lead it. It'll be Raleigh, Young, and Ward due up. Cal Raleigh with his 3 home runs last night. Up to 17 now for the season. The windup in the 2-1. Breaking ball hammered right field corner down the line. It is fair and gone. He's got another one. 18th homer of the season for Cal Raleigh. It's his 4th in 4 official at-bats in this series. And it's a 1-1 game. A lead quite short-lived. Well, the rest of the AL West doesn't want to hear it, but Cal Raleigh has come alive.
It's a curveball that just stayed up in the zone. And yesterday I was talking about him going through an oblique thing and that his timing was a little late on the fastball. However, you slow it down like that, he's going to catch up to that.
Here's Cole Young, and the pitch is up high. That's the 32nd homer allowed by Aaron Nola, who seems resigned to the idea that he's going to give up home runs and has said might as well make them solos if it's going to happen. And it does happen. And it's happening a lot, of course. The 1-0. And that's hit in the air to center. But it's very playable as Crawford has to come racing in for it. He's under it and waiting. And he'll make the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up the DH. Taylor Ward. 235 hitter with 7 home runs on the season. Talk about the drop off for Cal Raleigh. There's been a huge drop off for Taylor Ward this season. The pitch taken, and that's inside. Stubbs kind of gave that a second look. Phillies had a lot of unchallenged pitches last night that probably could have been overturned. The windup and the 1-0 swung on, fouled away. It is difficult for a catcher and quite frankly for an umpire when a pitcher like Zach Wheeler is so off with his command. Catcher sets up in one location, the ball ends up on the other side of the plate. You sometimes don't see that it's an actual strike. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball, that's in for a strike.
I just don't know how I feel about last night's game ending with both teams having 2 in the tank. 2 challenges in the tank.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball, and it's outside. My guess is somewhere along the way, if it had been a closer game, those might have been used, but maybe they just didn't see.
I don't know
that
it matters. I mean, yeah.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. That's right there for a called third strike. And Taylor Ward, who seems hesitant to swing the bat. Let's pause for station identification here on the Phillies radio network. Here's J.P. Crawford batting now with 2 outs and nobody on. And Aaron Nola's first pitch is swung on and missed. His former teammate, now 31 years of age, J.P. Crawford, .212 average this season. First game for him since late July. Had a little bit of a wrist issue. 0-1 pitch, and that one is taken for a strike on the inside corner. There's a couple of sinkers here in this inning that he's been able to run back to that side of the plate, glove side for Nola. Oh, 0-2 the count. Here's the windup and the pitch. That's high. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, his hard stuff being, of course, the sinker is one of them for him. Still getting banged around a little bit, but the way that it's been here in August, it hasn't been nearly as catastrophic damage with those pitches as it was early.
The 1-2 on the way, and that one is a called third strike. Got him looking, and there's another sinker that he runs back on that side of the plate. Good pitch there from Nola. Gives up the home run to Raleigh. Nothing more than that. We'll go to the third. It's a 1-1 game.
It's the bottom of the 9th. Bases loaded, and your energy's running low.
I need a hit.
Breaks the bat, and Magadan tries to get out of the way, and they're going to win the ball game. The bat almost hit Magadan. He ducked, did not catch the ball. I don't believe what I just saw. The bat was in half. He ducked to get out of the way. The bat did not field the ball. And the Mets are going to have a very, very tough loss. One of the most unusual plays I have ever seen.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play, only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Children's Health Kids Run the Bases is Monday, September 7th. After the Phillies-Braves game starting at 1:05, kids 14 and under can take the field. Order tickets now at Phillies.com. Trey Turner leading off for the Phillies. It's a 1-1 ball game. Turner struck out his first time up. And Kirby with a pitch to Turner. He swings and it's a lazy pop-up right side of the infield. Backing out Naylor. Now into foul territory. He'll make the catch. Boy, he is really lost right now, Trey Turner.
So he's back to kind of swinging first pitch. Now his batting average first pitch is good, but once pitchers recognize that, which happened to him months ago, they started just throwing sliders off the plate, and he chases that.
Kirby into the wind and the pitch to Harper. He takes. There's a strike called inside corner. Harper had a single his first time up. He's now 3 for 4 in the series with a walk. The pitch. Swung on, grounded foul, first base side.
Had a nice conversation with Bryce today where he loves the Pacific Northwest. It's very different up here. Obviously, the weather now is great. The trees, different kind of tree. He loves it up here. I said, well, let me, you come up in the winter. We'll see how you like it.
0-2 pitch, and it's up high. I think the reason he loves it is because he's 19 for 38 at the plate in this ballpark.
It's possible.
I think that's his overriding love for the area. The 1-2. It's fouled off. I mean, if he was 2 for 29, he wouldn't love the trees half as much.
I didn't say that he wanted to live in this building. I mean, yeah. I know what you're saying. I mean, I hit well in L.A., but I don't particularly care for L.A.
1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out.
One thing I did ask Bryce, though, I asked, we're talking about how he's feeling and so forth, and I said, as it gets late like this in August, do you make any changes? Have you ever tried, different things? And he said, my off-season program is so good, and I try to get in just for this. He goes, I don't have to make a lot of change. My body feels good. But then he said, I'll be honest with you, I'm on the upswing. My dog days of August, as I call it, was more in July. That's what he was talking about. I was like, okay.
Here is Luis Arraez, and he takes the first pitch from Kirby in for a strike. Arraez, who flied out to the wall with the man on his first time up. A nice running catch by Canzone. One game, third inning. And Kirby with the 0-1. Breaking ball, slap to left. That will be down in front of a Rosarena for a base hit. And so the Phillies have had a hit in every inning off of Kirby, who had given up 11 earned runs in his last 2 starts combined, a total of 8 innings work. And over the last 5 starts, a 7.13 ERA, 24 innings. Yet you can go back, as we said, through the game logs, some good ones and some really bad ones. Here's Alec Bohm. Kirby is ready, and the pitch. Breaking ball outside. Now, Stock, I don't want you to get nervous.
Too late.
But your mom and dad did come into the room. If you look behind you.
Hi, Mommy. Hi, Daddy. Yes, they did.
1-0. Here's the pitch. And that is outside. 2 balls and no strikes.
Just so everybody knows, I've been eating your cookies.
Arraez with a short lead at first base. Young shaded up the middle. And Kirby, a long set. Here's the pitch. It's outside. Now, Luis Arraez has 10 stolen bases in 10 tries this year. But no attempts, I don't believe, as yet with the Phillies. The Phillies over the last 13 games have attempted 4 steals as a team. 3-0. And that's up high. It's ball 4. On August the 9th, the Phillies stole 3 bases against Toronto. On August 9th. And they've stolen 3 bases since.
It's just a big part of their game that's not happening. And it goes into stolen base percentage. What is the break-even point? And when do you want to do it? If you can get to 75% as a team or a player, that's a good time to start going. And the Phillies lead baseball, and the best team rated 86% success rate. Cubs and Pirates right behind that. So I started diving into that. I'm like, okay, well, Stott and Arraez, they're at 100%.
Right.
They haven't been thrown out. Trey Turner, 85%. Marsh is 79%. Crawford, 84%. Those are the guys that I picked on. We have one player. Bryce Harper is 7 for 12. He's 58%. That would be a point where I would recommend to Bryce. Probably don't need Bryce running. But everybody else needs to be on their horse. And right. I think Paco at first, and I know I sound a little exasperated, but I think Paco, even at first base, is oftentimes telling them directly, go now. Go on this pitch. And the guys just can't quite get themselves to go. But they're they're pushing them to go. They want them to go.
Well, the Phillies again with a chance to reclaim the lead now as they've got a man in scoring position for Bryson Stott. Arise a hard break off a second, stops. Kirby looks back that way, now delivers, and the pitch is upstairs for ball one. Stott nearly walked into that one. He had a base hit to center his first time up. Just his fourth hit in the last 23 at bats. Outfield shades him way around the other way. Kirby ready, kicks and delivers, and the pitch is taken. That's in for a strike. The Phillies over the first 120 games were averaging 0.9 attempts per game. Just below one attempt per game. And the pitch, swing and a miss, breaking ball. And again, only 4 attempts the last 13 games. So coming up well shy of that number.
And they're getting on base.
Yeah.
That's the other part
and
of
again, now they've been swinging the bats. They haven't needed to generate things, but you could make the case that they might be even better offensively if they did. 1-2 the count. Kirby is ready. The pitch to Stott. Swing and a miss. Blew him away with a high fastball. Stott slams the bat and the helmet down at the plate. Frustrated by that, AB. Phillies strand 2, 1 hit in the inning, and we'll go to the bottom of the third. It's a 1-1 game.
Jim Thorpe's resume reads like a work of pure fiction.
So he's in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He's in the College Football Hall of Fame. He got Olympic medals for the decathlon and the pentathlon.
He's the greatest at
I thought I was an athlete, Lindsay.
Thorpe finished his Major League Baseball career with the Boston Braves in 1919, where he played alongside an outfielder named Les Mann.
He invented this particular projector.
And this is not all he's done, right?
He started championing to get baseball into the Olympics. He finally succeeded for the 1936 Olympics, which was held in Berlin.
The German government had discouraged other nations from sending Jewish and black athletes.
We sent over Jesse Owens, and we sent over Mac Robinson, Jackie Robinson's older brother.
Trailblazers like Thorpe and Robinson certainly lit the way for countless others to follow.
Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Well, we certainly served it up over the plate. This is a burger fit for a home run king, the 99 burger in honor of Aaron Judge. They sell a bazillion of these at Yankee Stadium. It looks pretty good. I feel like we passed the test. What about you?
I think so.
Houston, we have a good one. The Phils take on the Astros on Tuesday, September 8th and Wednesday, September 9th, both at 6:40, and Thursday, September 10th at 1:05. Grab tickets now at Phillies.com. Head to the bottom of the third inning. It is a 1-1 ball game as the number 9 batter Brock Rodden will lead off for the Mariners here against Aaron Nola. And Nola's first pitch on the way. It is taken a little bit high for ball one, and Garrett Stubbs will challenge. And our first challenge brought to you by Gusto. Hire, pay, and grow your team with Gusto. It's pretty close, and it is just barely a strike.
Philadelphia has 2 challenges remaining.
Wow. I mean, barely. That thing scraped the upper right-hand corner of the box, and a little bit of a smirk by Garrett Stubbs looking back and talking to Brian Walsh. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch by Nola. And Rodden swings, grounds one to the right side. Bohm's got it, stumbles a bit, flips underhand to Nola, who makes the catch. And there's out number 1.
Well, gear up for the new school year with the latest Phillies look. Stop by the New Era Phillies team store to shop the best selection of Phillies exclusive releases, hats, and apparel, and more. Visit Phillies.com/New Era for store hours.
I'll bring up Randy Arozarena. Doing a lot of in-between innings here at T-Mobile Park, playing a lot of Dolly Parton tunes today. She passed away earlier today. Somebody even had a sign that said "Win it for Dolly."
Yeah.
Here in the stands. Here's the pitch to Randy Arozarena. It's on the outside corner for a called strike.
Yeah, it was interesting with learning of that. Now, with, as you have already said a couple times, my mommy was behind me and that sort of thing. Reminds me of the Parents' Tee and Dolly Parton way back in the day.
0-1 pitch, and that just missed a little bit low. Pretty close. Stubbs thought about challenging.
Had to do a performance at a Parents' Tee for my mom, for my dad, and I did a dance on stage too. 9 to 5. 9 to 5. Dolly Parton, absolutely.
What a way to make a living.
Yeah.
Here's the 1-1. Swing and a bouncing ball behind the bag at second, fielded by Arise. Off balance throw is right on the money. And there's out number 2. Nola trying for his first 1-2-3 inning of the night. What an icon, huh?
Unbelievable.
Dominic Canzone, the batter. Canzone walked his first time up with 1 out in the first. It's a 1-1 game here. The pitch. He takes down low. Starts him with a changeup. The wind and the 1-0. Fouled behind the plate. Beautiful night here. A few patchy clouds have moved in. You can see downtown Seattle beyond the stands, beyond left field. The steel of the roof of the football stadium is next door. The pitch. Breaking ball fouled off again. Julio Rodriguez grabs it from the on-deck circle, tosses it up over the screen into the crowd. And everything in downtown is shining, illuminated by the setting sun to the west, which we cannot see. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and it is a called third strike, and there again is another great-looking sinker from Aaron Nola, and he's brought that pitch out in a big way tonight. We'll head to the 4th. It's a 1-1 game.
Your wheels keep you in the game, so when your ride chokes, don't take the...
A sartorial issue here. There's the team name, Chicago Cubs, so it does work.
It's got the right color.
Yeah, it's gray.
Maybe there was something went wrong with his other one.
1-1 to Marte in the air, right to the guy we just showed you.
This is the leadoff hitter right now. How about Mayo? Doesn't matter where he bats, he'll demolish it deep over the wall in left field. Number 16 on the season for Kobe Mayo.
That ball was absolutely scorched, and this is why Kobe Mayo leads all of baseball in slugging percentage against left-handed pitching, and it just went up by quite a bit with that absolute bomb.
This guy gets in the box and he starts licking his chops.
Cancer Awareness Day on Sunday, September 6th at 1:10 when the Phils play the Braves and kids 14 and under receive a rope hat. Get tickets now at Phillies.com. The RAV4th inning is presented by Toyota. Check out Toyota.com to get your new 2026 RAV4 today. Toyota, let's go Phils. 1-1 game in the 4th. Here's Kevin Stocker.
Hey, Brandon Marsh to lead things off. The first pitch that he sees is a backdoor strike. He's taking all the way. Brandon had a base hit in the second. Yesterday was 0 for 4. Crawford, a third baseman. He's in on the cut. Here's a swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch. Way out in front. Counts quickly 0-2. Kirby right now at 44 pitches. It's been good. He's always been known as a guy that doesn't walk a lot of guys. And it's similar this year, still kind of the same. He is getting more contact this year. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He blew it right by him. I mean, absolutely just gassed it. Brandon was way late. 3 pitches, strikeout. 5th strikeout today for George Kirby. Bring up Justin Crawford. Base hit and an RBI in the 2nd inning. And the other Crawford will come right into his face from 3rd base. And the first pitch, and he does square to bunt, but takes it for a strike.
We believe we have it figured out. They are officially second cousins.
The Crawfords?
JP and Justin.
Okay.
JP is a cousin of Carl Crawford, which then makes him a second cousin.
The 0-1, and the younger second cousin grounds to second base. And Young fields it and throws him out. 2 outs. I have the hardest time figuring out family trees.
Well,
now,
then,
I've got my parents down, but other than that.
Yeah, by the way, where did they go? They didn't want to stay and see you do the play-by-play?
No, they didn't want to bail on their friends. They were yeah, concerned about. They have some friends here as well. 2 outs now, top of the 4th. Garrett Stubbs, first pitch swinging. That's a ground ball foul.
Thought they were worried about making you nervous, like performing 9 to 5 in the school play.
Well, sometimes I wonder why I tell you guys things. It's my fault. It is my fault. 1-1 score here, top of the 4th. The 0-1 pitch to Garrett misses badly. Evens up at 1-1. Garrett flew out back in the 2nd inning. I had to dance around the stage with a broom and clean up a mess. Next pitch to Garrett. Good curveball, drops in there for a strike.
What age was this?
8th grade.
8th grade.
8th grade parents' tea. It's a proud day.
I'll bet it was.
1-2 count here to Garrett. Kirby's delivery as he fights this ball, hits it the other way to Crawford at 3rd base, who was playing into the cut, fields it and throws him out by a step. And that was 3 up, 3 down, got right through the 7, 8, 9 hitter of the Phils. So we'll head to the middle of the 4th inning. Scores all knotted up at 1.
When you get a cancer diagnosis.
And there's a shot into left field. Stanton on his way around to score. And the Yankees are on the board. First, it's 1-0 New York. Bouncer headed up the middle, and that's going to get through and drive in a couple of runs. Cranked up and sent into the right center field gap. McMahon's going to score easily. They're going to wave Wills around. Plays to 3rd. 5-0 New York. Another one head for no man's land, but Harrison Bader read it well. Former Gold Glover comes up to make a very nice catch for the guy they call Big G, who has driven in a run with the 3rd straight hit to open the 5th inning. Chopper for Jazz, hot shot, and he makes the catch. That got on there on a line, and he's telling Jose Caballero, did you see that? I could watch Jazz Chisholm play. I mean, he plays with such joy. Only David Cohn, Ron Guidry, and Mel Stottlemyre had opening day starts of 6+ innings with 2 or fewer hits and no runs allowed.
Radio Network, the Engineers Labor Employer Cooperative, ELEC, is hard at work rebuilding our infrastructure. Whether it's transportation, water, or energy projects, ELEC and the Operating Engineers 825 are ready to get to work building our future.
We'll head to the bottom of the 4th inning, all knotted up at 1. It's the 4th inning brought to you by Toyota. Check out Toyota.com and visit your local Tri-State Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go Phils.
Silver won the salmon run tonight.
5 salmon enter and run around the track.
It's sponsored by Microsoft, and they run with a tablet in their hand.
Oh, they all had a tablet. I thought it was just one.
I don't know if they all did, but I know the one who crossed the finish line first had a tablet or a box that was made to look like a tablet with a giant Microsoft logo on it.
Oh. You don't run with your tablet?
No.
First pitch to Julio Rodriguez. He swings and misses on a breaking ball.
I'm just happy if I can get my tablet to run.
Good point. Or if you forget your mouse at the hotel,
exactly.
then you'll be running.
That's right.
To the hotel. Pulling the infield here against Rodriguez. Next pitch by Nola, breaking ball off the plate, swings and misses. Quickly 0-2.
If I leave stuff at the hotel, Harrison Bader showed me the best way to use the scooter to get back.
Gosh.
So.
Just don't run into the back of the bus. 0-2 count. Rodriguez lined out back in the first inning. Nola's delivery. That's a fastball in the outside corner. 3-pitch strikeout there for Aaron Nola.
I'm telling you, he bagged the sinker. I want to say he bagged it, but he backed off the sinker. You talked about his ability to sort of change and navigate lineups and game plan a little bit differently. I don't know if this is game plan or if it was working for him in the pen or if it's something they talked about in between starts, but the sinker is back and he is like dotting it up on the outside corner right now to righties.
Josh Naylor, left-hander, first pitch swinging.
And into lefties.
And into lefties. I don't know if they're not, like you said, if they're not seeing it, or maybe the game plan is, hey, he doesn't have that pitch anymore. We're not going to look for it. And they're all just taking it. Well, 1 count here. And the pitch. That's fought off and fouled out of play. Quickly 0-2. So now Aaron has thrown 5 pitches this inning, all for strikes. Bryson Stott at third base will quickly back up. They're playing hard pull in the infield. So Stott's basically at the shortstop position. Turner's way up the middle. Crawford in center is pull as well. The 0-2, breaking ball in the dirt.
He got Naylor to strike out on a curveball last time. Here he gets him down 0-2 before even showing him a curveball. And I think, again, you start to get these guys thinking about that sinker inside. He started Naylor with a cutter. He starts it in, and it moves even further in, and they don't know which way that pitch is going to go.
1-2, breaking ball. It's hit off the end of the bat, up the middle. Arise, he tried to get it. Turner gets behind him. It gets under Arise glove, and Turner fields it and throws him out. Unique play. Arise went for it up the middle and missed it. Fortunately, Trey was behind him, backing up, and was able to make the play. And heads up play by Trey not to give up on this ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
2 outs.
Or get distracted with a fielder cutting in front of him.
Correct.
You might kind of lose your focus a little bit. You think he's going to scoop it up, and he doesn't. And all of a sudden, it's at your feet.
Cal Raleigh now. And he takes the first pitch down for a ball. Raleigh homered once again back in the second inning. 4 home runs now in the last 2 games. Counts 1-0 here. Aaron's pitch. That's off the plate for a ball. It's 1-1, bottom of the 4th. Mariners have 5 hits. Excuse me, the Phillies have 5 hits. Mariners have 1 hit. Raleigh switch hitter from the left side, and the pitch, that's off the plate, ball 3.
If I'm Aaron Nola right now, I know he doesn't want to walk anybody, but there's nobody as dangerous as Cal Raleigh right now, especially after him in the order. You got 2 outs already. If you walk him, you walk him, but don't give him anything to hit.
See what he throws. Here's the 3-0, and he gave him something to hit, and he fouled it straight back. Green light 3-0.
Fastball, but it was outer third, and unless he's looking away, he's probably not going to do a whole lot with that.
I think he was selling out for a fastball. Just didn't matter where it was, selling out. 3-1 count here for Cal Raleigh. 2 outs. Nola out of his windup. He rocks and he fires. And he tried that inside pitch again and missed. And it looks like we're going to have a challenge by Garrett Stubbs.
He's going to get it overturned.
Is he?
Yeah.
It was another little sinker on the inner half. Raleigh jumped out of the way. And we're getting a look at it now, and it's a strike.
This is a strike. Philadelphia has 2 challenges remaining.
Garrett Stubbs now 12 for 17. here in the big leagues. I think he was like 3 for 4, 4 for 5 in AAA when he was down there earlier. So Nola now has got it in a full count situation with 2 outs. Cal Raleigh the hitter. Nola's pitch. He missed this time inside. He tried again. Raleigh had to back out of the way. That's a walk. Second walk today for Aaron. And as you said, he's not going to give him a cookie there, so that's fine.
Cookies are up here in the booth.
Greg, was good cookie, yeah?
I just had one. It was good.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Cole Young, the second baseman, be the hitter now. In comes Bryson Stott, looking for a possible bunt. And the first pitch is a strike. Young flew out in the second inning. Came into this game at .251 hitter. Pull in the infield, straight up in the outfield. Cal Raleigh's short lead at first base. Nola out of a stretch. Curveball. It's hit off the end of the bat at Arise at second. He's going to step and throw to first base. He had to hurry a little bit, but he got him by a step and a half. Nice job by Aaron Nola. He does allow a walk, but nothing else. As we head to the top of the 5th inning, this game is knotted up 1-1.
T-Mobile has an
In baseball, it's important to use your head, but it's not always helpful.
It hit him in the head, and oh no, it'd be a home run.
Well, Jose, you have company.
And batter beware, the animal is loose.
Can I see that jump again? It looked like Luke Cornett trying to block a 3.
Now, there's top rail, and then there's yelling 4.
Hits him right in the palm of the glove.
It certainly grades an A for effort.
David Peterson on to pitch. Jacob Marcy loses the bat.
Oh, somebody's throwing a baseball up there from the Mets dugout to try and loosen it.
Shot up the middle. That's where Hyer Lee is, and he drops the ball. Unbelievable.
And how about a look at some heads-up defensive plays?
Converging. It's Antonacci with the diving play.
And what a rolling grab by Jorge Barrosa. By the pole, and Siri got it. He went up and got it.
That, folks, is the magic of baseball.
Royo on the spin, smother, got it.
Fundy goes behind the back.
How about that?
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Well, Philly fans, it's time to vote for the Schwarbaum Sunday. Fill in your ballpark Bites bracket for a chance to win tickets to try these bites in stadium. Vote at MLB.com/bracket. Speaking of Schwarbaum, so we are in the top of the 5th inning. Kyle Schwarber will step in. Struck out in the first inning.
Could use a Schwarbaum.
Yeah. A little check swing number. That was in the 2nd inning.
And with 2 men on.
Kirby, 52 pitches so far to this point. His first pitch to Kyle, swinging a miss on a ball up out of the zone.
Doesn't really look as though Kyle sees him all that well. He kind of got blown away in his first at-bat, the strikeout.
Play pull in the infield, especially Young at second base, way over. Next pitch popped up in the infield. In comes Josh Naylor. It looks like he's camped under it. And he will make the catch. 1 out. I'll bring up Trey Turner. Struck out, flew out. A lot of talk about the stolen bases. Scott was talking about how they haven't been running, and Trey Turner is one of those guys that hasn't run really at all since July 1st. He only has 2 stolen base attempts, 1 successful stolen base. First pitch swinging right out in front of the plate off to the end of the bat. Raleigh jumps out, snaps the throw to first base, and gets Turner by a step. First pitch swinging once again, but that's the 2nd out of the inning. Yeah, just Trey Turner talking about he has been getting on base. He hasn't made an attempt for the last 19 games.
Well, and with both Schwarber and Turner, I mean, Schwarber had the big hit on Sunday, obviously, to win the game, but didn't do a whole lot outside of that on the homestand. Neither did Turner. And there's Bryce Harper's got this long on base streak, but he's coming up a lot. Nobody on, and sometimes 2 outs. A lot of times 2 outs.
Bryce Harper, first pitch swinging, swung right through it. On case in point, with nobody on here, 2 outs, 1-1 game, top of the 5th. And the next pitch bounces in. Count goes 1-1. A couple of hits yesterday. Single in his first at-bat today, struck out in the 3rd. Kirby working out of the windup. He rocks and fires, misses off the plate. Harper ready to go. Orange batting gloves, brown and orange cleats, and the pitch, that's a ground ball up the middle. Over goes the second baseman Young on the backhand side. He flips it to first and bounces it for the out by a step. Terrific play. He didn't throw it very hard as he was going toward the shortstop position, but it was so accurate it allowed Naylor to stretch, and they get Harper. So no damage done here for the Phils in the top of the 5th. We'll head to the middle of the 5th inning. 1-1 is the score.
South side of Chicago, where are you at? This was the first time I got traded, but I was so excited to wear these pinstripes and be a South side of Chicago boy. This jersey right here is an all-star jersey. You can see on the back the all-stars and the all-star patch there. Being an all-star and being who I was called over there to be was something I was real proud of.
The people are welcoming, they're loving, they're caring. So if you're looking for a familial feel, definitely Asheville.
It's Asheville. That's all you got to say. Yeah.
They're excited to be back and back on their feet, so it's been awesome to see the rebuild.
Winning or losing, like everybody's there having a good time rooting us on, so I've always enjoyed that the whole year.
You play here at the tourist park, and you feel like you're back in the old days playing real baseball.
Nestled right into the mountains there.
That's right on a cliff.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
In the air, left field, it's deep, it is gone!
Labor Day weekend at Citizens Bank Park is the place to be when the Phils host the Braves on Friday, September 4th through Monday, September 7th. Order tickets now at Phillies.com.
Well, Aaron Nola at 58 pitches as he runs back out there to start the bottom of the 5th. Face the bottom of the order now for the Mariners. 7-hole hitters Taylor Ward struck out in the first at bat, and the first pitch misses inside for a ball. Ward came in hitting .235, has 7 home runs so far this season. Infield's a little bit pull here against Ward. He's a right-handed hitter, very tall in the box. Next pitch, that's right back at Aaron. He lets it go to Arise, knowing he's there. He picks it right behind second base bag and throws him out. Smart play by Aaron Nola. 1 out. J.P. Crawford now the hitter. It's a nice ovation from the crowd. Decent crowd, right? Wouldn't you say, for a Tuesday night?
Yeah.
Here at T-Mobile Park, don't you dare call it Safeco anymore. You'll have 2 or 3 people attack you in the dugout. First pitch to Crawford, and that's a strike on the inside corner. Stott's going to come in. He's even with the bag, but off the bag. He's way over on the pull side. Turner's pull side as well, up the middle. Nola's 0-1, and that misses inside. You talked about J.P. Crawford having, I think, a wrist issue. I know there was a period of time, too, he was having some throwing problems. Not 100% sure if it's associated. I was under the impression it was more of the yips. 1-1 pitch misses. Seems like they've kind of taken care of that problem over at third base. He hits with an open stance. Nola's pitch. Breaking ball hit hard down the right field line, and it's hooking foul. Definitely had home run distance. Just a long foul ball. Oh, now the crowd is going to start a JP chant. That didn't last very long. 2-2. Pitch off the plate for a ball. Count runs full.
These two guys back-to-back first-round draft picks for the Phillies. Crawford in 2013, Nola in 2014.
Full count. Aaron's pitch. Fouled off and out of play. Well, George Kirby, the opposing pitcher, is also a first-rounder. Not quite as old, but...
Well, the Mariners, their whole rotation is first rounders, basically.
Just a minute, yeah.
Just about.
4 out of 6. 3-2. Aaron's pitch. And it's a ground ball hard at Alec Bohm at first base. He goes over to the line, gets it, and takes it himself. There's 2 outs. Nice play by Alec Bohm. And looked just fine moving to his left. That little tweak that he's working a little bit in the legs.
Whole bunch of first rounders out on the field right now. Bohm, Nola, Crawford, we just saw him. Justin Crawford in center, Harper in right, Stott at third, Turner at short. They're all over the place.
How about that? It's just littered with number ones.
Number ones.
2 outs, and breaking ball goes in there at first pitch to Brock Rodden for a strike. Grounded out in the 3rd inning. Speaking of that, you guys have been so gracious with my parents. They all came up with their friends up here, and they came in, and I took them to the press media area first to start the tour. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Count runs 0-2. And they're so funny because I took them in, and I said, this is where they are. It's kind of hard to see, so you can just see it from here. And as I'm talking, like ants in a colony, they just took off different directions and spread out to go see the whole booth. I lost them for about 5 minutes. And then they came back, and they're like, okay. 0-2 count to the 9 here. Aaron's pitch misses up and out.
Well, I know when my father would come and, spring training, was kind of where he would like to go. There was all kinds of times when we'd just lose sight of him. Anybody seen Bob? Where's Bob? He just wander off, start talking to Sarge or something like that.
You find a 1-2 pitch misses. I'm just a little worried. I mean, I could totally see them taking off. I'm a little worried that we'd lose one of them. Like, lost.
Like silver alert lost.
Correct. 2-2 pitch. That misses high. Count runs full. Rick Riz, the radio voice who's retiring after this year, was nice enough to come out and say hi to all of them. Got a big kick out of that. And they took a few pictures and so forth. 3-2 count here to Rodden. 2 outs and the pitch by Aaron. It's a check swing. They check down to third base umpire. He did not go. And Aaron walks the 9-hitter here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning.
So again, the Cal Raleigh walk is one thing. The Brock Rodden walk is another thing entirely with 2 outs. That's not a guy you want to walk.
Right. And he threw him a 3-2 curveball.
And again, Nola's got a great curveball, and he gets a lot of strikeouts with it. But I think I'd want to throw something that's a strike and make him earn it.
First pitch to Randy Arozarena is a breaking ball in for a strike. He's the leadoff hitter for the Mariners. Runner on first base, 2 outs, 1-1 score here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Arozarena today lined out in the 1st, grounded out in the 3rd. Nola out of the stretch, pitch on the outside corner misses. Must have been a little bit low. Count evens at 1-1. Arozarena has some pop. He has 20 home runs on the year. Rod and off at first base. Decent lead. Pitch by Aaron. Foul ball. Rod and over at first base. Not a huge threat to run. They're very picky. I mean, it's incredible to me that Josh Naylor leads the team in stolen bases of all guys.
But Nola, of course, is one of the slower.
True.
To the plate, so they might feel like it's a good enough spot. If they wanted to get started, if he gets thrown out, well, you got a Arozarena leading off.
Good point. 1-2 count. Nola takes a look at the runner at first. He's not going, and the pitch, fastball up, it misses. Garrett holds it a little bit, but he's not going to challenge. Two count, 2 outs. Nola's pitch. Swing and a miss. And he got him. He swung right through that pitch. Something off speed. That was a big strikeout for Aaron. And no damage done here in the bottom of the 5th. So far, and Aaron looks really good. Looks like he's in total command. That is great to see. As we head to the top of the 6th inning, it'll be my partner, Scott Fransky, back with play-by-play and maybe a
2-2. Got him with a high fastball. The back goes flying.
Dangerous projectile going towards the dugout.
Whoa! That's a rally shoe closet.
Pickoff play at second. That does go into center field. And Bowers on his way to third.
The ball was tagged on a line.
The slowest runner in the big leagues. He's going to get there.
Kirk was giving everything he had right there.
Yeah, it was enough.
Well, when we moved downtown San Diego from Qualcomm to Petco Ballpark, new uniforms were on the way, and this is the Padre home white. This jersey is from 2007, which was a career year for myself, winning a Cy Young. There's some different memories that stand out. One in this uniform against the Braves, where I struck out a Padre record 16, wearing this jersey, trying to make the Padre and the Friar faithful proud.
Comes loaded with advanced safety, easy-to-use technology, and ample cargo space. Trax is city smart and adventure ready, and you can get it all without sacrificing your budget. For great offers and to find your closest dealer, visit Chevrolet.com today.
At PGW, delivering clean, reliable natural gas to Philadelphia homes and businesses safely is our top priority. If you smell gas, call 215-235-1212. PGW, fueling the future.
Sixth inning, it's a 1-1 game. Here in Seattle, Luis Arraez will start it. He takes the first pitch, a little bit tight for ball. 1-0 the count. Arraez, Bohm, and Stott, middle third of the order here against George Kirby, who has now retired 7 Phillies in a row. Phillies have 5 hits. The Mariners only 1 tonight, allowed by Nola. And now time called as the clock was winding down. Cal Raleigh going to the mound, so we'll pause for station identification. This is the Phillies Radio Network. With Kevin Knight Stalker, I'm Scott Fransky with you from T-Mobile Park. Lloyd Glazer is our engineer of the booth. Luke Nichols back in our studios. We ran into the great Chris Berman in the hallway prior to the game today. He's here, or was here, wandering around. And you guys reminisced about, he knew right away your old nickname that he gave you. Here's the pitch to Arraez. He takes, and that's a strike.
Yeah, I was surprised that I remembered because he was walking. I said, hey, I said hi, introduced myself again. It had been a while. And he goes, oh, Kevin Knight Stalker. He said it really loud, like everybody,
1-1 pitch. And that's line towards left. Arozarena, though, playing shallow, is there. He'll make the catch, 1 away.
Yeah, the story was in 1993 during the World Series, Chris Berman was covering the game there, and we were down in the tunnel at the vet, heading to the batting cage, had my bat, and there's Chris Berman, and at the time was a big man. I mean, you know, he's young and big and big voice, and he just says, "Hey, Kevin, come here." And I said, "Yeah," and he goes, "Hey, I want to get a nickname. Are you okay if I call you Kevin Knight Stalker?" And he did it for me, and I was like, I melted. Of course.
Whatever. Here's Bohm, and he takes a strike at the knees.
I always appreciated that he asked me first.
Yeah.
I just loved that. I just loved the fact that he respected that for people's names.
Yeah, 0-1 to Bohm, and it's fouled down at the plate. And that hurt a little bit. Bohm limping away at home plate. He's 0 for 1 today with a ground out and a walk. Day baseball tomorrow here in Seattle. It's a 4:10 Eastern time start. Jesus Luzardo will be going to the mound for the Phillies. Brian Wu, they announced yesterday, would indeed make the start. He was dealing with some issues his last couple of turns, but they say he's good to go, and he'll be on the mound tomorrow, looking for his 10th win. Bohm back in the box, and Kirby's 0-2s. Fouled off again, hit himself again with that foul ball.
It's like a magnet.
With Bohm, they're worried about the groin and trying to leg out an infield hit. With Stott, they're worried there's not a lot they can do about it. They just don't want him to see foul another ball off that foot. That's their only concern there. It's not so much running or moving or anything like that. So Kirby tries again, another 0-2, and a swing and a miss. A little late on that at 98 miles an hour.
Well, your Citizen Stats leader, the Royals, are playing the spoiler these days. They have won 8 consecutive games, including a weekend sweep of the Tigers. They haven't won 9 in a row since 2017. The team that they're facing, they have 6 contending teams over their next 21 days. Marlins and Diamondbacks are part of that, a part of those 6 teams. Citizens, the official bank of the Phillies.
Here's Stott with 2 down and nobody on, and the pitch he takes. That's up high. Stott came up with 2 on in the 3rd inning of a 1-1 game, and didn't have a real great at bat. Got ahead 1-0, but then 3 straight strikes, and he swings through them. 1-0, and it's swung on and fouled back. 1-1.
By the way, the Royals have beaten the Blue Jays today 5-3, so that is now 9 in a row for the Royals. How about that?
Kirby the wine and the 1-1. Stott swings and pops it up. First base side, foul territory. There's no play for Naylor. It's well into the seats. Yeah, not always who you play, but sometimes it's when you play them. At various points in the year, people would relish the idea of facing the Royals. Maybe
Correct.
not so much right now. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out off speed. 7 strikeouts for Kirby, who has now retired 10 Phillies in a row. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. It's still a 1-1 game.
Slicing, Marsh's over, he jumps and he made the catch. Oh, what a play. He climbed the wall and pulled it right out of the hands of a fan. 8 strikeouts. He retires. The Marlins in order, 1-2-3, and he's going to get a nice warm embrace as he exits the field here at CBP.
He's allowed 3 earned runs or fewer in 24 of his 26 starts.
You need your #1 guy to go out there and stop everything, and he did just that. 11 punch-outs for Kay Cavalli.
And Brian Baker out there on the hill for the Rays.
Please, in such spirited fashion.
And I believe that is consecutive save number 25 for Brian Baker, which is tops in Major League Baseball.
Yeah, he's just been locked in, man.
It's gone! They walk it off! Brandon Lau! Oh my goodness! Best win of the year!
Family Day will be fun on Saturday, September 5th at 6:05 when the Phils face the Braves. And kids 14 and under take home a squeeze bottle. Secure seats at Phillies.com.
Chick-fil-A nugget of the game, August 25th of 95. Greg Jeffries hits for the cycle, the first Philly to do so since Johnny Callison on June 27th, 1963.
First pitch here in the bottom of the 6th to Dominic Canzone is down low. 1-0 the count. Well, Nola will traverse through the power part of the order one more time here for the Mariners. Nola's given up one hit. It was a Cal Raleigh homer, but it's a 1-1 game. The pitch, swing and a miss. A true pitcher's duel tonight. The Phillies had 5 hits early, but they haven't had a base runner since the 3rd. 10 straight have been retired. Nola the windup and the 1-1. Swung on, line to right, pretty deep, but Harper playing deep is going to make the Cats a step back on the warning track. 1 away. Cubs lead the Diamondbacks 4-0, bottom of the 6th inning. That series was a little tense last night. Merrill Kelly had some choice things to say afterwards, saying the Cubs' third base coach was stealing signs and relaying them to the hitters. Both dugouts were jawing back and forth at one another. Here's Julio Rodriguez, and he swings and grounds one towards the middle to his left turner, gloves it, spins, throws. He didn't get him. And that'll be an infield hit. Similar to the play last night, one big difference is that Turner is getting that back behind the bag almost at second base. It's a much longer throw, a little different play than last night. Yeah. That's a hit all the way. So that's only the second hit for the Mariners tonight. And a guy with some speed aboard. Rodriguez leads, and the first pitch to Naylor. It's a curve, and it misses down and away. Ball 1.
So in that game, they're saying that the third base coach was giving signs to the hitter.
Yeah.
Location, maybe?
I think they were saying he could see the changeup grip.
Oh.
1-0. Breaking ball again, and it's 2-0 as it pitches low.
And my question to them would be, what's the problem?
Well, Merrill Kelly says it's fine and dandy if players are stealing that stuff and relaying it, but when coaches get involved, he thinks
that's
it's
a joke.
Bush League is what he said.
Coaches get paid too to win. I mean,
2-0 count. Nola, long set, runner started, then stopped, pitches in for a strike.
Yeah, I'm not. I just think that's part of the game on the field. If you can steal signs, steal something. You're trying to steal something off the pitcher to steal a base. You're trying to get something off of a hitter that you see. I mean, it's part of the game. Now, granted, you're not banging cans from the dugout using video. That is different.
Throw over the first.
I mean, it's different.
Rodriguez is back. That's, I would say, very much so. That's different.
And I would be looking at Kelly like, that's great. Hook your glove. Like, change your glove. Figure something. That's your problem.
2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Breaking ball. And that just missed outside. It's 3-1. And don't forget who's on deck. It's Cal Raleigh. He has not yet been retired in this series. He's got 4 homers in the series, which in fact is the most he's ever had in one 3-game series. As Naylor asks for a timeout, steps out of the box. So needless to say, pretty important 3-1 and perhaps more pitches to follow to Josh Naylor. Stott is 30 feet off the line, almost more than that, halfway to second. The 3-1 and a swing and a miss. Runner was going, and the pitch is swung on and missed. The throw down to second, not nearly in time.
Terrific jump by Rodriguez at first base. I mean,
what is Naylor upset about, by the way? Did you see his reaction?
No.
Like,
Oh, he almost, I mean, we have a replay here on our screen. It almost looked like he was upset that he was running.
3-2. Another look at second. Nola's payoff pitch. Swung on, a little looper up the middle. It's a base hit out of the reach of Turner. Rodriguez coming around third. He's coming to the plate. The throw is not in time. Headed for second is Naylor, and he is thrown out at second base is Bill Miller. Stubbs firing back to Turner to get the trailing runner. Naylor doesn't think so. He's not leaving second. The Mariners will decide whether or not to challenge. Either way, they've got a 2-1 lead. And Dan Wilson still standing there, and now they say they want to challenge. Well, the stolen base turns into a big one.
It's a couple of things in play on this as the challenge is going. The biggest thing right now is Alec Bohm at first base is having a hard time moving and could not get in to be the cutoff man to help Crawford, who airmails it. I mean, absolutely airmailed it from center. He knows better. The ball needs to be lowered to give Alec or anybody a chance to cut it.
Naylor, who didn't slide, he went in standing up, which why you would do that, I have no idea, but just slide.
You certainly don't want to lunge at a bag. That's when you pop ankles on the top of the bag. The bags are domed. There's a dome at the top, so if you put your foot on top, you typically will pop an ankle over the backside.
Well, that's the way it works when you can't score a whole lot. Infield hit, stolen base, single to center, and you're down 2-1. Whether or not there are 2 outs and the base is empty, and the other part of it is Naylor isn't really going hard into second. He's kind of jogging into second, looking back at the play at the plate.
After review, the call on the field stands. The runner is out. Seattle will lose their challenge.
I just don't think they saw enough to convincingly overturn it.
I agree.
So it'll be a base hit, and he's thrown out 8-6 for the second out. And that'll bring up Cal Raleigh, who now in the series has been to the plate 6 times. He's got 4 homers and 2 walks. Nola out of the windup, delivers. And the pitch is a strike on the inside corner, sinker. Phillies have a right-hander starting to warm up in the pen.
So Ryan Kerkering out there.
Nola's at 89 pitches is all. Here's the windup and the 0-1 pitch. Up and in, backs Raleigh out of the way, and it's a good pitch.
It's a great pitch. Now, Raleigh is a hard strider, especially from the left side. He really dumps on that, well, granted the big dump, but he dumps on that front side hard. It dives, so he kind of goes toward the plate.
Nola, the windup and the 1-1. Swing and a miss.
Good pitch. In off the plate. Swung right over the top of it. If you're going to come in hard.
Nola, the windup and the 1-2 pitch to Raleigh. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a curveball. And Nola minimizing the damage. Raleigh finally retired in the series. Strikeout number 7 for Aaron, but the Mariners take the lead. 1 run, 2 hits, nobody left. We'll go to the 7th. It's 2-1 Seattle.
What if you could have? Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
I'm helping these kids be the best versions of themselves, and I'm also representing like where I came from. And then the Zilla team, I was working with a creative guy that was with Nike. I work with my best friend who manages this team with me. And we kind of just like put together like what we think would look cool. We went like Godzilla theme. You kind of get to help them grow up into a young man and help them just make the right steps forward. And that's really why I started to have impact.
Up, it's going down. Nemours Children's Health Kids Run the Bases is Monday, September 7th. After the Phillies-Braves game starting at 1:05, kids 14 and under can take the field. Order tickets now at Phillies.com.
At the top of the 7th inning, it's time for your PGW game summary. The score is 2-1, Mariners on top. Now the Phils got their run back in the second inning. Stott got on with a base hit. Marsh had a base hit. Justin Crawford had another base hit. 3 singles in a row. That's the one run that they got. Mariners had a home run from Cal Raleigh. Shocking. He's been on fire so far. And that was back in the second inning. They just got another one in the 6th. So right now, although Aaron Nolan is pitching well, so is George Kirby. Both pitchers have been fantastic. 2-1. Seattle's on top. PGW fueling the future.
Brandon Marsh, the batter, takes up high for ball 1. The Phillies, who have been so good at working counts, getting into deep counts. You know, George Kirby's a strike thrower, and he has thrown 6 innings tonight on 70 pitches. Here's the windup in the 1-0, and a swing and a foul. 1-1 the count. Marsh had a base hit with 1 out in the 2nd to help the Phillies build their only run of the night. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kirby, the windup in the pitch. That's up high. Kirby from Rye, New York, grew up a huge Yankee fan. Ended up committing early in high school to Elon College, and when he didn't get drafted high, coming out of high school, the 2-1, and that is a strike called. He had already said he had pretty high demands as far as a bonus was concerned, so he did get drafted, but not till very late, and he stayed with his college commitment. The 2-2, and it's grounded weakly to 2nd. Right at Young, he'll throw out Marsh. There's 1 away, and he ended up staying there a few years and got drafted in the 1st round by Seattle. Ryan Kirkering is getting loose.
Kirby's been really good. And you talked about loading the zone. Now this year he has given up more contact than he ever has, but less damage. So granted, he's had a couple of really bad games. You talked about the inconsistency, but today nothing too hard from the Phils.
The pitch to Crawford, he pops it up to his cousin. JP in foul territory makes the catch. And I mean, I don't know what the average exit velo tonight for the Phillies is, but it's got to be pretty darn low. I'm going to bring up Garrett Stubbs. The pitch, and Stubbs trying to bunt his way aboard, foul tips it. Oh, 0-1. Kirby delivers, and a swing and a miss at a breaking ball. Mariners now begin to get the lefty Jose Ferrer up, former national.
I got that average for you. 81.7.
Oof. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss.
That didn't help.
Struck him out. That's 8 Ks for George Kirby, who's been utterly dominant against the Phillies after a few singles early. He's now retired 13 straight Phillies.
It is gone! Big time career milestone. That's his 200th career home run.
8th strikeout for Cole. Garrett Cole, 6 innings of 1-run ball. He gets the win.
Garrett Cole was on top of the O's lineup all night long.
And a swing and a miss. Strikeout number 11. 96 pitches, 201 strikeouts now on the season. Man, what an afternoon for Gavin. He is tied for the league lead in Ks. Zach Neto has an RBI once again from the cleanup spot.
He's been Magneto all night long.
And Zach Neto has driven in 7 tonight.
7th heaven.
Got him swinging. That's the 2000th strikeout in his big league career.
What a legacy as a strikeout pitcher in this game.
Citizens, the official bank of the Phillies.
Phillies fans, you already know good energy when you feel it. With Indra Energy, you can support your home with electricity from zero-emission sources without installing panels or changing your utility service. Switching's easy, and your utility company stays the same. Plus, all customers get amazing perks. Visit IndraEnergy.com/Phillies to see a new way to power your life and check out plans and compare rates against your utility company. IndraEnergy.com/Phillies. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details and information on where our energy comes from.
Houston, we have a good one. The Phils take on the Astros on Tuesday, September 8th and Wednesday, September 9th, both at 6:40, and Thursday, September 10th at 1:05. Grab tickets now at Phillies.com.
Teachers, registration for the Fanatic About Reading program presented by Xfinity is now open. This free incentive-based program encourages students in grades pre-K through 8 to read for a minimum of 15 minutes per day, with the top performing classrooms having a chance to receive an experience with the Fanatic. Visit Phillies.com/reading for more information.
Cole Young leads off against a new pitcher for the Phillies. It's right-hander Orion Kerkering. His first pitch called a ball, and Garrett Stubbs wants to challenge it. And the ABS ruling is a strike called.
Pitch is strike. Philadelphia has 2 challenges.
So the Phillies still with a couple of challenges to work with. Phillies trailing 2-1. What they don't have is any offense to work with tonight against George Kirby. 0-1 pitch. Young takes. That's a strike. And Aaron Nola on the hook for the loss. 6 innings, 2 runs, 3 hits, 3 walks, 7 Ks. Kerkering with the 0-2. And Young hits a ground ball to second, right at a rise. He's up with it, throws to first. 1 away.
Thought Aaron was really good again.
Yeah.
Total command. Granted, he gave up the 1 home run. He looked good. He looked in command of his pitches. He changed the mix again.
There's Taylor Ward, who went 0 for 2 against Nola. The pitch. Inside. Meanwhile, George Kirby, 7 innings, 1 run on 79 pitches. And right now the Phillies have no answer for George Kirby. The pitch, breaking ball, that's in for a called strike. We would guess he'll be going back out for the 8th. But Jose Ferrer kind of standing out there. Well, pitch is way in. I think it hit him. And it did. That'll bring up J.P. Crawford. That is the 6th batter that Orion Kerkering has hit this year in 51 1/3 innings. The pitch, and that is up and away for a ball. Kerkering 7-1, a 3.53 earned run average. Stott off the line, even with the bag. There's a pitch that's a strike on the inside corner. 1-1 the count. Kerkering, the 1-1. And that is another one right on the inside edge. Called a ball. Kerkering, the 2-1. And Crawford tries to bunt and fouls it back behind the plate. Kerkering is not the leader for the Phillies, and I'm talking about relievers. Jesus Luzardo is the team leader with 9 hit batsmen. The leader is Jose Alvarado. He's hit 8 batters in 47 innings. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, swinging a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Around second, on his way to third is Ward, and they're on the corners with 1 out. As the Mariners look for more here in the 7th.
Teams across baseball continue to overplay up the middle, especially in double play situations. Rather than pinching the bag, they will definitely play pull side, whether it's at short or second. And so many times you see teams get beat with it. Now, in saying that, I get that they have all the information and it's good. It really is. But I also think you got to have the freedom to read your pitcher, how he's throwing, is he hitting his spots. Hate to give up double plays.
Yeah, I mean, the Phillies are near dead last in baseball in turning double plays. A lot of things play into it, but the defensive positioning has to play into it to a degree.
Yep.
Caleb Cotham is going out to chat with Kerkering. And we'll see how the Phillies line up defensively. Brent Rodden is the batter. He's 0 for 1. A rookie. Just got called up, playing in his 10th game. And the way they're swinging the bats right now, the Phillies can't afford to get behind by any more. They're going to bring the infield even with the bags, and Rodden squaring to bunt takes the pitch outside, ball 1. A first pitch fastball. Brooks Raley is getting loose, but you figure that's not going to be until Canzone comes to the plate. They have all right-handed hitters on the bench. Canzone not a guy they'd pinch hit for. 1-0, and Rodden punches the bunt foul down the third base line. One ball, 1 strike. The pitch bounced in there, blocked nicely by Stubbs. Two and 1. The pitch. It's high. It's 3-1. You know, those hit batsmen, they certainly are. It's a big number. I mean, when we talk about Kerkering, if they were walks and not hit batsmen, you'd have 32 walks in 51 innings. 3-1 pitch, make it 33 walks in 51 innings. And that's a huge number, especially for a guy you're expecting to be a late inning reliever. Same thing with Alvarado. If you add the hit batsman, it's one thing to look at the walks, but that would be 30 walks in 47 innings if you combine the two.
Right. That's why I'm okay with guys hitting guys out of the pen. You have to throw in, but then you cannot walk. You cannot walk guys.
Infield and bases loaded. The pitch to Arozarena is a breaking ball that drops in for a strike. Arozarena with a chance to bust this one wide open. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Kerkering set at the belt. His 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball missed outside. At third is Ward. Crawford at second. Rodden at first. Kerkering has the sign. Comes set. The 1-1. Swung on. Fouled back. Straight back up into the upper level right behind home plate. And it's 1-2. The pitch. Swung on. Popped up. Going back on it. Bohm trying to get under it near the line in foul ground. Arise comes over and saves him. And he will make the catch and turn and fire it to the plate. I don't think Alec Bohm was going to make that play.
Nope.
I'm glad you.
No, he was not going to make the play.
And Arise, who was in and has to go a long way to get back there and chase it down. I mean, he's on the dead run. And there's the second out, and that'll be the last one that Orion Kerkering gets. As Brooks Raley will be summoned into this ballgame. It's a pitching change timeout brought to you by Pennington Grass Seed, official partner of the Phillies grounds crew. Back in a moment on the Phillies Radio Network.
Ever tried pork tenderloin on the grill?
To see all this excitement around what I love to do growing up, it's crazy.
What's your favorite thing about this whole event so far?
The fusion of sports, entertainment, and cards.
That's awesome.
Because to me, cards have always been entertainment, and they're getting their just dessert now.
And the ground ball is short. Velarde, he did it. He did it. No-hitter for Jim Abbott. Jim Abbott throws a no-hitter and shuts out the Cleveland Indians 4-0.
Brooks Raley is on in relief, and he's in a big spot here, a 2-1 ball game with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. And he's going to inherit 3 base runners here, as Orion Kerkering has left quite a mess in his wake. With 1 out, he hit a batter, gives up a single, and then walks another. Got the foul pop out of Arozarena, and now it'll be a lefty-lefty matchup. Dominic Canzone, his OPS is actually slightly higher against lefties than it is against righties. First pitch from this lefty is way outside, ball 1. 2-1 Mariners. Raley delivers, and that's up top of the zone for a strike. 8th appearance in a Phillies uniform for Brooks Raley. Lefty with a 1-1. Swung on, line to left center. That's a base hit. 2 runs are home. Around to third goes Rodden. He'll make it there safely. And Dominic Canzone comes through with a 2-run single, and that makes it 4-1 Seattle.
Well, I don't care who you are in the big leagues. The Mariners, who offensively coming into this series, one of the worst offensive teams. But if you let them hang around in tight games, especially with the crowd, you give them that opportunity, they're going to come through, and they certainly did there.
Here comes Julio Rodriguez. Those 2 runs charged to Kerkering. The pitch, and that's a called strike. Julio Rodriguez responsible for the go-ahead run, an infield hit, a stolen base, scored on the single by Naylor in the 6th. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and that is down low.
So I went back and looked at that pitch, and that was a terrific slider down and away to Calzone. The piece of hitting right there was perfect.
1-1, and that is in tight. The pitch, and that's outside. 3-1. Three balls and a strike. Raley looks at first. The pitch swung on, popped up, foul, first base side. Bohm going over, under, and makes the catch, falling down on his back. He made the catch. Side's retired, but the damage done. 2 runs in the inning on 2 hits. 2 men were left. We'll go to the 8th. It's 4-1 Mariners.
Reynolds backing up on this ball and misplays it.
Well, I don't know what happened to Reynolds here. He badly misjudged that ball. He moved back.
That's outstanding.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like that, Garrett. That's a lot of work.
Adames lost the bat and nearly took out Luis Ariza in the on-deck circle in so doing.
That's great. The umpire comes in, no catch, no catch. Camaro's like, sure I did. See? That's great. 22-year-old having fun.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Stottlemyre still wants somebody. There's Randy Johnson, the big unit. He towers over everybody. Randy's got to change his cap.
Oh, jeez. There you go. That looks better. Get that D-backs hat on, Randy.
Phillies go gold for Nemours Children's Health Childhood Cancer Awareness Day on Sunday, September 6th at 1:10 when the Phils play the Braves and kids 14 and under receive a rope hat. Get tickets now at Phillies.com.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Philadelphia Phillies and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Phillies.
George Kirby goes back out for the 8th inning, and why not? He is dominating right now, and he misses with the first pitch up high to Kyle Schwarber. He and the Mariners have a 4-1 lead as Schwarber steps in for the 4th time tonight. Kirby into the windup in the pitch. Swinging a foul tip. The average exit velocity against George Kirby tonight is 81.7. Any starting pitcher that has faced the Phillies for a minimum of 7 innings this year, that is the lowest average exit velo all season. Here's the 1-1. And that is in for a strike. It's 1-2. Besting the 83.5 miles per hour exit velocity that Chris Sale limited the Phillies to back in April. The pitch is a breaking ball that just missed, or did it? You're going to get a challenge here from Cal Raleigh. Cal looked at Schwarber and said, that's off. He knew it, and he still challenged.
Well, I think Kirby wanted it.
Okay.
He was looking in and was asking. He was kind of going to his hat for Cal.
2 balls, 2 strikes on Schwarber. Kirby into the windup. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out anyway. That's 9 strikeouts for George Kirby. So not only has he racked up that low average exit velo, he's got a ton of swing and miss, especially on his fastball. Here's Trey Turner. And the pitch. Breaking ball. And that's outside, ball one. He's gotten 23 swings on the four-seamer and 10 whiffs. One and 0. And the pitch. Trey swings and hits a soft fly ball to right center. Over there is Rodriguez. He'll make the catch. I'm telling you, I feel like Trey hasn't pulled a ball in 2 weeks.
Yeah. I think there's a little bit of panic swing. That's why you see a lot of the first pitch swinging. He's just trying to find it. I'll tell you, in batting practice, early BP, he's terrific. That's the problem. So now, as a hitter, you're like, oh man, what? You get lost because you feel great in batting practice.
Here's Harper. Breaking ball in for a strike. Harper had a base hit in the first. Since then, he has struck out and grounded out. 15 straight retired by George Kirby. And the pitch to Harper. Swing and a miss. Another fastball. He just blows it by the Phillies.
These guys are getting top railed right now. I mean, that ball is 99 right at the top rail, just above it. Can't catch up to it.
0-2. And it's down low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Harper waits on the 1-2. George Kirby at 89 pitches here in the 8th inning. The windup and the 1-2. It's high. Two balls, 2 strikes. The last hit for the Phillies, Luis Arraez with a 2-out single in the 3rd inning. The 2-2 pitch is fouled away. The last base runner for the Phillies was Alec Boehm, who drew a walk immediately following. The pitch. Breaking ball hit sharply past the dive of the shortstop and into left center field. Harper with the, I don't think there's any question, the hardest hit ball of the night by a Philly.
Well, ready, set, run. Kids 14 and under won't want to miss Nemours Children Health Kids Run the Bases, set to take place after the Phils host the Braves on Monday, September 7th at 1:05 p.m. Purchase tickets today at Phillies.com.
Guess the fans don't like you making that read right there.
Or they just don't like Nemours. Terrible fans.
They don't like kids.
Right.
Dan Wilson is going out to talk to George Kirby and take the baseball from the right-hander.
Thank goodness.
Well,
get him out of there.
That's going to be a fair ball for Cianfrocco. He's going to get at least a double. There's that tough corner. Throw coming in. It's way over. I don't know what happened. It might have hit the stands. And the Padres have scored a run on that play.
Watch this. He goes down, picks it up, and he gets a piece of paper between the ball and his fingers.
That's the weirdest play I've seen in forever.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
I remember the first series I had, the first home run I hit was a grand slam against Seattle, which was the team that I had played for the year before. As we know, Cleveland can get a little cold, so I would wear the dark blue long sleeves. And for some reason, this jersey, I always liked my jersey a little longer. The reasons for it, for a little padding, so when I would slide, I wouldn't get all patched up and roughed up.
Made to stand strong through it all. Hardy fiber cement siding is engineered for our climate. It resists cracking in the freezing cold and won't swell in the summer heat. You get the timeless beauty of wood with lasting protection and low maintenance. Your home deserves the #1 brand of siding in North America. Learn more at jameshardy.com. That's jameshardy.com. The Mariners turn to lefty Jose Ferrer, 26-year-old former National Ferrer, who is coming on here to face Luis Arraez with a man aboard at first base. 2 outs in the inning. Mariners a 3-run lead. And the first pitch from the lefty is in for a called strike. Luis Arraez, who certainly holds his own against lefties. If he can get aboard, Alec Bohm would come up representing the tying run against the left-hander. Here's the pitch. Swung on, ground ball the other way. Crawford down to his knees. He gobbles it up, throws over to first. So much for that idea. No runs on a hit, 1 left. Phillies getting run over tonight once again by the Mariners. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. It's 4-1 Seattle.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
During the offseason of 1888 to 1889, Spalding took a group of big leaguers on the first worldwide barnstorming tour.
This is Spalding.
Yes.
You look at the Spalding, you're like, wait a second. Now this is the backstory. Okay, this is great.
Stops included New Zealand, Italy, France, and even Egypt, where they played in front of the pyramids. Spalding's contributions to baseball history don't end there.
Do you know the story of Doubleday and the invention of baseball?
Please
tell us.
Enlighten us.
When a 71-year-old Cooperstown native came forward, baseball officially had a birthplace in Cooperstown.
If I'm in the presence of this baseball, does it like give you powers to become a better baseball player?
I've been here 5 years and playing baseball through all of it. I don't think I've gotten better.
And whether it's the World Series or the wonders of the ancient world, there's no debating that baseball connects us all.
Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Let's see this crowd boo this one. Look, support a great cause with the Phillies Charities online auction benefiting the Pennsylvania SPCA. Bid on unique player-signed items, including Christopher Sanchez autographed home jersey and a Chase Utley autographed pet calendar. Bidding ends August 31st, so visit phillies.com/auctions to place your bid today.
Going to the bottom of the 8th inning, Jonathan Bolden to pitch the 8th, and he gives up a hard line drive foul off the bat of Josh Naylor. 0-1 the count. It's 4-1 Mariners. Phillies will have one more crack at it in the 9th as the Mariners get their closer up. 0-1 the count, and the pitch. Breaking ball down and in. I'm not trying to pick on Dan Wilson. He knows his club and he knows George Kirby way better than I do, but I think George Kirby could have gone about 4 more innings and might not have mattered. Here's a swing and a pop-up, foul, third base side. That ball ends up on the track. Stott didn't get there. Did that hit? That didn't hit any of the guide wires. That just ended up on the track.
Had some serious spin juice on it. I mean, it was spinning back, but he gave up on it.
I just mean, you bring Ferrer into the game, you're just opening yourself up for. It can only go wrong there. I don't think you go wrong with leaving George Kirby in as a manager, right? 1-2 pitch. Swung on, lifted to left. Marsh to his left and back a few steps. He'll make the catch.
You mean just against Arraez?
Yeah, I mean, I just
could
think
go base hit, home run. Now,
Well, that's what I mean. If you leave Kirby in there to go after one more hitter, let's say, Arraez is not likely to take him deep. He could, not likely. Even if he does, you still have a 1-run lead.
Right. Correct.
Just feels like maybe that's that moment you give the
well,
guy,
I absolutely
let
think
him just finish it out.
Yeah.
The pitch, Cal Raleigh takes up and away. It's not unique to Dan Wilson or any manager in particular. I think we do this as an industry now. I just think it's totally overthinking it.
Yeah, I think there are times you need to give players their moments.
1-0 pitch is in the dirt.
I do. I think there are times, and Kirby probably could have. He had a great game. He was unhittable. He really was. It was great. But he's also been so up and down, came off a really bad last couple of outings. Give the kid his moment. Plus, there's something to be said about teaching. He's pretty young. Teach him how to get through those late innings.
2-0 pitch, and Raleigh fouls it away.
But we really haven't had that issue here until this year. It's been a little bit of a problem. But we had guys that loved to go deep in games last year. I mean, you had a hard time getting Wheeler out and Nola out. They didn't want to come out.
Well, and they were always the best pitcher on the staff that day.
Yes.
There was no reason to go to anybody else. 2-1 pitch. That's inside. All I'm saying is the way George Kirby's throwing the ball, he gives up one hit, and suddenly you need to go to Jose Ferrer. And I don't mean anything against Jose Ferrer, but what's he going to come with that's any better than that guy? The pitch, and that one's in for a called strike. Righties, by the way, here's where you open yourself up. Arise gets a bloop single, okay, and now Ferrer has to face Bohm.
Right, that's correct.
Righties have a 946 OPS against Jose Ferrer. Fouls one back. All 6 homers he's given up have been to righties. I mean, that's the danger. You just put yourself in danger by doing that.
It worked.
Sure, it worked. 3-2, fouled back.
If I'm a fan, a Mariners fan at the game, watching the game, I'm asking the same questions you're asking. I want to see Kirby go in there and, leave him in.
3-2 pitch. Swung on, rip foul. If Arise gets a bloop base hit, and the odds are about the same whether he's facing a righty or a lefty. The average is about the same. What I'm talking about is where you've left yourself with Alec Bohm coming up.
No, I understand.
Yeah. And Bohm
totally
would much rather face Ferrer than Kirby as the tying run. 3-2. That's high. It's ball 4. I don't know. It just feels like it's a.
I get it. I appreciate it, man. You wear your feelings out there, man. And you thought through it. I think it's very legit.
And again, I started the conversation by saying I don't know George Kirby the way Dan Wilson does.
Correct.
So, Dan's done this for a while. Dan has done this job that you and I are doing. Did this before that, and had a long career. So he knows his staff as well. I just think, from my perspective, it looks like you just put yourself in a
tougher situation.
Right. Potentially. Cole Young with a man aboard, 1 out. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled back. Cal Raleigh, now in 2 games in this series, has been retired 1 time. He's got 4 homers, 3 walks, and a strikeout. Oh, 1. And that's a called strike. Four to 1, Mariners lead. Phillies have out hit him 6-5. 0-2. Bounces in there. Good pickup by Stubbs. He'll fire it back to first. Raleigh does get in ahead of the back pick attempt. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swinging a tapper back to the mound. Bolden's got it. Sets up. Fires to second. Pretty deliberately so. That's all they're going to get. Young runs well enough. He wasn't going to be doubled up. Two down.
Independence Blue Cross player spotlight is on Edmundo Sosa. Last homestand, how about this, was 4 for 8. Had a couple of doubles, 5 RBIs, 3 runs in just 3 games. He's been really good off the bat. Kind of back in his normal position. Has been terrific. Independence Blue Cross. Learn more at IBX.com.
Taylor Ward, the batter here against Bolden. And the pitch. Fastball. And that's a called strike. Bolden is into a game for the first time in 6 days. It was last Wednesday, the last time he pitched. Throw over to first. Diving back is Young.
What, did he need the rest?
Well, I think he did.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Needed a break?
I mean, you know, we all need a break sometimes. You've taken a break from certain things. 0-1. It's down and in.
What do you mean certain things?
Oh, you know what I mean.
I mean, I take a break from very specific things. Games. Talking about.
You're at a game right now?
Yeah.
1-1. Swung on, line to right, coming on. Harper lays out, makes the catch. Nice play by Bryce Harper. And Harper's made some nice plays out there in right field here in this series. He loves the Pacific Northwest. We're going to the ninth. Andres Munoz will try to close it out. Mariners lead.
Rounded sharply. What a backhand. Key Brian Hayes takes it away. Electric defense at the hot corner.
Another one stopped by Betts on a dive. A throw from his knees. The pick from Freddie. The Dodger defense dazzling in Denver.
Clark's on the run. Got a good jump. Max Clark makes the catch. Crashing into the fence in front of the bullpens. One of the most gifted young outfielders in baseball. Haven't they gotten the scouting report? Binge notches another one. 2-in-1 inning for Carson Ben. Are you kidding me? Stop running on him.
To the right side. Diving stop made by Clemens. From his knee throws him out. Run-saving play. Cody Clemens with a brilliant diving stop to his right.
Towards the middle. At second. What a grab by Henderson. What a throw by Gunnar Henderson. Unbelievable in the middle of the diamond.
Well, we certainly served it up over the plate. This is a burger fit for a home run king, the 99 burger in honor of Aaron Judge. They sell a bazillion of these at Yankee Stadium. It looks pretty good. I feel like we passed the test. What about you?
I think so.
While everyone is listening to the ball game on the Phillies radio network, the Engineers Labor Employer Cooperative, ELEC, is hard at work rebuilding our infrastructure. Whether it's transportation, water, or energy projects, ELEC and the Operating Engineers 825 are ready to get to work building our future.
We head to the ninth inning. Phillies down 4-1. And before we get the half inning underway, let's pause for station identification. This is the Philadelphia Phillies radio network. And a good Wednesday morning to you, Delaware Valley, as the Phillies trail the Mariners here 4-1. And Andres Munoz will try to close it out for the Mariners. He has 23 saves. He also has 8 blown saves this season. The righty's first pitch on the way to Alec Boehm is right down the middle for a called strike. 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Munoz, two-time All-Star. They bring Victor Robles into the game at right field, replacing Canzone. The pitch, and that's down and away. Munoz, who has an otherworldly number of strikeouts, 75 of them in 47 innings, but has also allowed a fair number of base runners and a bunch of homers. The 1-1, that's up and in.
Hard thrower, probably has one of the biggest crossfire strides down the mound. Can be a little scary if you're a right-handed hitter. Steps way over to the third base line.
2 balls, 1 strike on Bohm, and the pitch. That's taken. It's inside, and it's 3-1.
Walk him.
Stott next, then Marsh. You got 4 straight lefties due up after Bohm. Lefties, little bit better numbers against Munoz than righties. Here's the 3-1, and he takes. That's a strike. Bohm looked to be taken all the way, and it was a fastball at 100 right at the knees. Alec 0 for 2 tonight with a ground out, a strikeout, and a walk. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Munoz delivers, and the pitch is fouled away. Braves won tonight 4-3 over the Dodgers. Your out-of-town scores brought to you by Oliver Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical. 55 years of family-owned service you can trust. Munoz, another 3-2 pitch, and it is a called 3rd strike. Bohm wants to challenge, but I don't think it's going to get overturned. Much like the 3-1 pitch, that was right at the knees. Oh, my goodness, it is just low. Wow.
Fantastic. I would think they're going to run for him, right?
I would think, but I mean, his run doesn't mean a whole lot, but he just can't move.
Right.
And
maybe not. Big take right there.
Wow. I mean, millimeters. Now Stott with a man on, and the pitch he takes. That's a called strike. Well, like you said, no need to finish a game with 2 of them in your back pocket. The pitch. Stott fouls it away on the third base side. That one cleared the netting and went hard up into the seats. It's not where your mom's sitting, is it?
Nope. Well, find out if I get a text.
Stott quickly down to the count, 0-2. Outfield shady the other way. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Change up. Nasty. Big difference for a hitter who's ahead 3-1 versus down 0-2.
Yeah.
On this pitcher.
Filthy.
That'll bring up Brandon Marsh. And the pitch is a fastball. That's a strike. Crawford backs away at third base, just behind the bag. Rodden, the shortstop, shaded up the middle. The pitch. And that is outside. Marsh had a base hit in the second. Since then, he has struck out and grounded out. Four to 1. Phillies need another base runner to get the tying run up. The pitch. And that's high. 2-1. Mariners 1 game under 500 here in the month of August. They've won. The pitch swung on, hit hard left center field on the run of Rosarena. He will make the catch in the gap. Pretty well struck, but that is out number 2.
I almost thought he was going to lose that in the lights and kind of went at it a little bit ginger, but made the catch kind of low.
Well, it'll be up to Justin Crawford should he reach. Brian De La Cruz is ready to hit for. And now they're going to the mound to talk to Munoz with Crawford coming up. Why?
I have no idea. It looks to me like Cal Raleigh is leading this meeting. It might be well, I don't know what. I mean, Alec Bohm's going to go nowhere.
Well, the Mariners looking to take the first 2 games and take this series. Phillies, the last time they were here back in 2024, also lost 2 out of 3, and the Phillies, barring a rally here, We'll need a win tomorrow to salvage the finale. J.P. Crawford weigh in at third against Justin Crawford. Runner goes. They pay him no mind, and the pitch is up high for a ball as they head Naylor back. Not worried about Bohm at all. Justin drove in the Phillies' only run tonight with a single in the second, and he takes down low. Again, De La Cruz would be next. Should Crawford find a way aboard and a way to keep this game alive. 2 balls, no strikes, the pitch. And that's up. Oh, pardon me. It's a strike called.
Nice job by Crawford there. I think he was taking all the way to 2-0 count. Needs to take there.
Two and one. The pitch. Swung on, fouled back. 101 on that fastball from Andres Munoz. Munoz, a strike away from the save. It would be his 24th. He comes set. 2-2 the count. The righty's pitch. Check swing. No swing. They say at third base, and the count is run full. So, comes down to this. Munoz bends way over at the waist. Looks in for the sign. Comes set. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled away. Justin Crawford takes a little step back out of the batter's box. Taps the barrel down on his toe for a moment. Now back in. Twirls the bat once. Bohm leads at second. 3-2 the count, and the righty's pitch taken. It's outside. It's ball 4. And the catcher is going to challenge. And we'll see if we have an ABS challenge to end it or not. And we do not.
Ball's confirmed. The pitch is a ball.
And a heck of an at-bat there for the young Justin Crawford again, as he did on Sunday. And as we saw on Sunday, Brian De La Cruz will come up with a chance to tie the game. Of course, a little heavier lift. Instead of a single, he needs a homer. As much as anything, he's trying to keep it alive with Schwarber next.
I'll take a single, Scott.
De La Cruz, 1 for 4 as a pinch hitter. Munoz delivers in the pitch. It's up high, ball 1. Two walks in the inning for Andres Munoz. De La Cruz hitting .359 overall since joining the big league team. The 1-0 pitch. Check swing, foul. Phillies had 5 different players get a hit when down to 2 strikes in the count. 1-1 here to De La Cruz. The pitch. And it's taken for strike 2. Mariners lead 4-1. Tying run at the plate. 2 outs, 9th inning. Munoz ready, the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and the ball game's over. George Kirby dominates the Phillies for the first 7 2/3. Cal Raleigh with another home run. The Mariners do the little things right late, and the Phillies now with a 2-game losing streak here on this trip in Seattle as the Mariners win it 4-1.
Certainly not how you want to start the road trip after having so many wins under your belt, but George Kirby tonight was as good as I've seen as far as right-handed pitcher. He's been this way in the past, been very inconsistent, but the Phils ran into a pitcher that was loading the zone. He was hitting his spots and offensively. And Aaron Nola was really matching him for a long time. I thought Aaron pitched terrific, but just offensively it was one mistake. And the Phils could not string enough hits together. They got to forget about it and try to get back out there tomorrow. It's going to be a quicker game.
Quick turnaround with day baseball.